Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Wednesday, February 8th, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Golden State Warriors versus the Portland Trailblazers live, play-by-play and reactions with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Tip-off will be in about 10 minutes from now, and there's a few games to kind of keep an eye on. The doubleheader on ESPN, we have the Celtics up right now, 103-97 on the Sixers, and both of those teams should be pretty legit moving forward, in the playoff push. There's, two of the top three seeds in the East, and then after this game is over, it's going to be the Mavericks and the Clippers, so there is going to be a debut of Kyrie Irving. I'm not sure if I got to take a quick peek here if they're going to show it. I wanted to see, is Luka still hurt? Is he playing? Yes, he's out. Because I was going to say if Luka was playing and then we get to see Kyrie, then I would obviously kind of keep tabs on both, maybe even watch the game, on the computer. But at this point, if Luka's not playing, hell no, I'm not going to watch just for Kyrie. But I wanted to take a peek at that. But no Steph Curry tonight, obviously, dealing with the ligament tears, and it's not like full tears, it's like slight tears. But he is out. Ryan Rollins is out. Andre Iguodala, the OG for the Warriors, is out. And then for the Blazers, Justin Winslow is out. Baji is out, and Keon Johnson is out. So we got a majority of our starters here. We know Klay has been going off. Dame has been playing well. But since Steph isn't playing, there's no excuse to really lose this game. So hopefully we end up playing strong. And I talked to my buddy Justin. I was like, bro, you are, an expert on the Blazers, on the Broncos, on the Mariners and Dodgers, just like me. Because like both of us root for the Mariners, and both of our dads are Dodger fans from the 50s. He's a Bronco fan. I'm a Buck fan. We both like the Oregon Ducks, and he's more hardcore Blazers than even me. He just never gave up. It's like one of his favorite things. And also, if you end up having partial season tickets with your brother, I get it, dude. You know what I mean? There's a reason why, he's so invested. And he's like, come on, man, you got to start watching games while you stream. Even if you don't do the game, just watch it. And I was like, all right. Unfortunately, this year we're 26-28. And I think we're like 2-11 or 2-12 in games that I've done on the stream, but I'm 2-0 when I go in person. So, and I even got to see Dame get 60. So definitely excited. Should be a good game. And it should be a winnable game. Now, the trade deadline is coming up. So there is a possibility that there's going to be, we already saw some of the names there with the Lakers, and they got rid of Russell Westbrook. I already knew that was going to happen. And it's kind of funny because D'Angelo Williams, he started off with the Lakers, and then he got, kind of the label as a snitch, and then they got rid of him, and then look who's coming back. But he actually is a better scorer. So based on what the Lakers did, they got better, and they got two other players, a rebounder, blocker, and another role player. So I like what the Lakers did in the trade. We don't have too many of them yet, but tomorrow is going to be just a crazy house, a madhouse. It's just going to be wild. And there is some whispers that maybe Nurkic, he's been hurt for us, and a few other Blazers might be on the go. The only ones that supposedly are safe are Dame and Anthony Simons. Now, I don't want to get rid of Jeremy Grant. I doubt he's gone. I do like Josh Hart, but I've heard Josh Hart, there's some whispers, and because he's just kind of a role player that we just brought in. Nurk, he's kind of soft like Sharman, but he's foreign and we like him, and he plays good for us. It's just that I want him to be a little bit tougher, but sometimes the European players, they're just not tough, they're just smooth. And if you're really smooth like Luka or Dirk, you can, you're cool with it. But when you're a guy that's a bigger guy that gets hurt a lot, that gets pushed around, yeah, I know you can get 10 points and 10 points, Nurk, or maybe 15 and 10. But I hate when I go to the games and when I watch him go against anybody, it seems like he gets pushed around, even against the guys on the benches. So, and congratulations, King James. We did the game last night. I've been on a little bit of a tear now with the NBA games. I've been trying to commit. We have been getting some, decent views. Twitter has been pretty good. The views overall have been slightly going up. So I just have to keep grinding it out, and we just have to find other ways to break through if it's not going to be through the NFL, at least not for the time being with the oversaturation of the market. So I got to do college football. We got to do NASCAR. We got to do a lot of MLB, a lot of NBA, a lot of wrestling, and then March Madness. And we just got to keep, and then, World Baseball Classic, XFL, USFL, all that shit. We're gonna do all of it. I'm not gonna really say no to a lot of things. We'll do hockey, NHL when we get into the playoffs. We'll do that too. So definitely excited for that. Sarah in the building. How are you? Let's get to 100 in donos. Let's keep the trend going. Jameson in the building. How are you? What's good? Yeah, and you guys definitely not only, broke the record with LeBron, and he partied last night and whatnot, but making that move. I mean, you had too many point guards as it is, but bringing in a D'Angelo Russell with an AD, unless he's traded already. Some people were, talking like, Skip and Shannon, and Shannon was said, conspiracy theory. AD was playing like the way that he did last night because he was traded last night, and then they didn't want to overshadow the LeBron, breaking the all-time scoring record. I hope that's not true, because for Laker fans, that would be terrible. I know AD is, injury prone a lot. We know the brow is injury prone a lot, but when he's healthy, shit, he can give you 30 and 18, and sometimes he can give you multiple 30 or 40-point games back to back. But that's the thing. Can you stay on the court? But I don't know. I don't think I can see any scenario of them getting rid of AD. And if you were going to get rid of a player like that, you better get someone decent, like at the very least, like a Kawhi Leonard type. You got to bring, if you're going to get rid of something, you got to bring something in. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just all whispers. But I do think there's going to be quite a few movement trades, 3-team trades, 4-team trades, player for player, or 2 players for 2 players, and draft picks. There's going to be a lot involved moving forward. So we'll see where it goes, but should be pretty exciting as we go in today, tonight, and then into tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'll be doing same time. It's going to be the back-to-back of the TNT doubleheader. It'll be the Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis and the Lakers with LeBron. So I'll be doing that at same time. So we've been doing them like 4 days in a row, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 7. Might as well keep the trend. And at least there's good matchups to do. So here I am. Danny in the building. What to do? Go Blazers. Rip City, baby. We're not very good this year, but I guess Golden State could say the same. It's like they only have 2 games more than us. They're 28 and 26 and have been injury prone, but at least we're not as bad as them on the road. Fuck. They're 7 and 20. The Warriors. So far from being a champion last season, but when Steph Curry's hurt, this has got to be expected. And we are 26 and 28. So if we can win this one, we'll be 1 game below 500, but we're 14 and 12 at home, which isn't really that good. At home, we should be much, much better. Not really a good home court advantage, honestly. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, waiting for the game as well. Good to see you, Danny. Whitey in the building. Bucks might trade for Derrick Rose. Oh, whispers. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I said, there's going to be a few teams that are sitting at 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 in the West and East that are going to try to make those moves. So that way they can get 6, 7, or 8, or at least battle for it, right? So we'll see what happens. And then there's going to be teams at the top and the first 4 seeds that might make a surprising trade to give them a little bit more depth. But for the most part, I'm not really sure if you're going to see a lot out of the Boston Celtics, the Milwaukee Bucks, or the Grizzlies or the Nuggets. I mean, it's definitely very possible, but those are the best teams right now, and we'll see kind of where it goes. Big facts. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet he is. You know what I mean? But it's just kind of funny that the Lakers just wrote him off. Lakers wrote off D'Angelo Russell for being the snitch and kind of, talking about some of the other relationships with some of the players and what they were doing, maybe behind their other girlfriends or wives' backs and all kinds of storyline stuff. And it's just kind of ironic. It shows you, that you never know if you're a skilled player, but maybe the regime at the time, it just wasn't a fit. And then full circle, you're bouncing around, you're playing on other teams. People know you're a pretty good player. And then now, lo and behold, LeBron and AD are there. And now you're going to go back to the Lakers where, in the early part of your career where you started. But that's a much better piece than Russell Westbrook. D'Angelo is a guy that can score. So I think that's great for them. And fuck, if I was a Wolves fan, I probably would stop watching. This is not Kevin Garnett. This is not this is not what you want, as a basketball fan. So it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, it definitely seems like they are not very bright on that end. So Yeah, but they don't have anything to get him. What are they going to do? Kill the chemistry? There's no point in trying to get Durant. It's like, it's nice, and whatnot, but I mean, what are you having to give up? Jaylen Brown and some other really good role player pieces? Hell no. If you want to be able to win the championship, you stick with what you got. You don't try to, cheat and just try to pick up a guy like Kevin Durant right before the trade deadline and go from there. And more than likely, the chemistry wouldn't work. I mean, we've had Harden, Kyrie, and KD, and they even had Aldridge and Blake Griffin. They still couldn't do it. So, I like to have the guys that are on Boston, and I think if they ended up getting KD, that would be the dumbest shit ever. Do I think KD is a good player? He's a me player. Can he help you if you already have 2 or 3 really good players? Yeah, he could always be the second guy or the third guy. He doesn't have to be the first guy, especially if he's already coming into a team that has a superstar like Tatum, but I doubt that will happen. But you never know. The NBA is a crazy thing, but there wouldn't be a full guarantee that just because you get Durant, you win the championship. Because if it's Tatum, Durant, and you just give up all the players that you had to get Durant, I think you're going to be worse. So I would rather, keep Jaylen Brown, keep Tatum, keep all the players that you have on the bench, and just try to win the championship just fairly. And I think that they can. I think that they're definitely one of those teams that could do it. D Rose for George Hill. I saw the G Hill. I was like, ooh, Grant Hill. Old school back in the day. Oh, he did? I figured he was the number one player that was on the block that they said that more than likely he'd be traded. So are they benching him now? The game hasn't started yet. It's in Moda. It's packed. Lots of people there. I think I have a few friends there tonight too. Great seats. They're right behind a kid on the second row right now trying to get autographs. The cameraman. We're Knicks for who? Yeah, and like I said, I think that we thought Josh Hart and Nurk would be the 2 guys. We thought that Hart would be tonight or tomorrow, and then Nurk probably tomorrow. But yeah, crazy. And I like Josh Hart. He's a good role player. That's tough. Anytime you start to kind of like a guy, but anytime you bring in a guy temporarily, he's probably going to be on the move. So they're not even talking about it on the Blazer broadcast right now. I'm watching Root. And then obviously you got Kyrie debuting for the Mavericks, but no Luka. So I was going to watch both at the same time, but if Luka's not out there, I'm not watching just for Kyrie. I mean, maybe I'll have it on the computer and I'll take a peek, but I really don't give 2 fucks about Kyrie. So, oh, Mo Bamba. Not no Bamba, Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba, no Bamba. All the Bambas. Yeah? Interesting. Well, Cam would probably be better for us, but interesting. Keep me updated, everyone. If you're on the news, you're on Twitter, you're on, because come on now, we all know if you're on Twitter on a regular basis, like a lot of the people that are in the room for the most part, we're always reading. I'm refreshing and reading all day long. I mean, I probably do 12 hours of reading on Twitter every day. Then I go to Instagram. I don't really get anything on the Facebook side because I don't follow any of the people or sports teams' Facebook pages. So it's pretty much, Facebook is like the friend shit. Instagram, a lot of garbage on there, but some stuff is relevant. You can get some good sports stuff, but really Twitter is the place to be able to get all the news, all the memes, all of the information that I need throughout the day. And I know there's going to be a lot going on, and I can't really necessarily be flipping through my phone the whole time and stuff. So. Okay, baby. Klay. You do? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I think I had Woj and Shams. I think I had them a couple years back, but then I don't really like the NBA like I used to, so I stopped. And I think I have Ken for baseball. I try to have some of the people, you know what I mean? Like, on the football side, at one point I had like Rappaport and all those people, and but sometimes I can still get the news without following those particular guys. But we all know with Woj, he usually will drop the news. And a lot of times the NBA guys are a little bit better than the NFL and baseball. NFL and baseball leak shit way too soon. And sometimes it's fake. It's like, not even a real story. So a lot of times I think with Woj and Shams, they take the time, and it's, to them personally, it's their reputation. And yeah, they fucked up a couple times in the past too, but I think the NBA guys fuck up less than the baseball and the NFL guys for sure. So. Yeah, they're not even talking about it yet on the Blazer broadcast. I don't think they want to do it as like a distraction. But as we get in closer, I imagine they're going to talk about it. Let me take a quick look. Let me see what we got here. Message my buddy. And Conley going to the Wolves. Anthony Edwards. I mean, that's not too bad for the Timberwolves. I mean, it could be worse. Imagine if the Timberwolves in that 3-man trade, what if Russell Westbrook would have went there? That would have been worse. So, I mean, then Conley. Yeah, Conley, Edwards, McDaniels, Karl Anthony Towns, and Rudy Gobert. That actually isn't too bad, even though the T-Wolves office is kind of dumb sometimes. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I would personally have an older Mike Conley than have a Russ Westbrook. You know what I mean? But let me take a quick look here. I'm trying to see if there's any... I'm going down my timeline. I was like, is it where maybe it was Woj? Was it just Woj only? All right, let me take a quick look here. All right, all people are giving me first round pick. Yes. Heck yeah. I mean, that's good. I mean, sometimes the picks don't really pan out for us for the Blazers. Sometimes we're dumb. You know what I mean? And also, with second round picks, that's not a guarantee either. Just because you get a second round pick, sometimes those guys get cut. They don't even make the team, or even first rounders. So it's like, if you really look at the first round and second round, like 60 players, how often are those 60 really going to pan out? Sometimes half of the fucking draft is not even there in a matter of a few years. It's crazy. Okay, I'm trying to look to see where the more trades are at, if there's more information. All right, what do we got? Lakers get Russell in the 3-team trade. Zion out. Looks like they haven't even posted it on like ESPN or on a lot of the outlets, so maybe it's just directly with Woj. All right, so Trailblazers are trading Josh Hart to the Knicks. The Knicks are trading Cam Reddish and a protected future first round. Hey, I like that. But the thing is like, who? I mean, hold on. Now I got to take a look at Cam Reddish, and I got to take a look. Hold on. I got to look to see. I mean, obviously, what he did there and what he's going to be able to do for the Blazers, it's two different things. Let me look. What do we got? All right, so what do we got? We got Hawks 10.5. And then what do we got? And then Hawks 11.2 in 2020. Then 2021 Hawks 11.9, and then 6 and 8 for the Knicks. But it is the Knicks. So at that point, I mean, gosh, Josh Hart's a better player, but Cam could probably give you close to. Let's take a look at Josh Hart. I mean, the age gap is pretty. And then we got, what do we got here? We got 7.9, 7.8, 10, 9, 13, 19 in 2021, 9.5 in 2022. So there's a little bit more upside with Josh Hart, if you give him time and he actually gets to play more minutes, more production. So, but if we do get a first round pick and we can do something with it, and we always knew, getting Josh Hart was temporary. But I liked, him coming in. He gave us that spark of energy. So maybe short term, the Knicks won the trade, but long term, maybe we'll win the trade. And who knows if Cam will even be on our team long term or not. Let me message my buddy. I don't even know if he knows. Said, bro, we just traded Josh Hart to the Knicks. Okay. I know he's all fucking I told him he needs to get a laptop or like a tablet. And instead of coming over to my house, even though he lives right down the road, he's kind of a shy guy. He works on the phones all day. But, when he's with me, if we drink a little bit or do some gummies, he's so funny, man. He's a really smart dude. He's one of my best friends, if not my best friend, living here in Oregon. And he's the one that I road trip with, duffel bag boys. We always go to Seattle and whatnot. But, he would have a lot of good insight, not only for the Blazers, but for Mariners and Dodgers, just like myself. And then he's a big Bronco guy from obviously the John Elway era. So he already knows those struggles. But it would be really nice to be able to have him even remotely hop on, if I gave him like the page here. But he needs to get a new computer and whatnot. And I'd have to convince him. But maybe one day, we'll be able to make that happen. And, I told him, I was like, listen, bro, you can just come on from your house and you can just scream at the TV when the Blazers are doing bad, which is pretty much all the time. And then we can just talk to each other while we watch the game and the other people in the room can hang out, So, yeah, not a bad trade for the Blazers, but short term, that's bad for us. But maybe long term, it'll be better. Sarah with a tenner. Appreciate you. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Cactus Jack says, thank ya. 90 to go. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much. Let me know what you want to see. I follow Woj or whatever. I want to go see if I, follow him, unfollow. So I unfollowed him like a couple of years ago, and I went through to see if I followed him again, and I just followed him again. So it's like, I need this news for tonight and tomorrow. So $10. Let's go. And I will get you some Tatum. No problem. Yeah. So I think that, if we give Reddish the time, there is a possibility of 8 to 14 points a game, depending on minutes. And that's kind of similar to what you're going to get with Josh Hart. But I think just Josh Hart is a little bit more of a skilled player with the basketball, maybe basketball IQ a little bit higher, but maybe Cam can show us something. Here we go. Jeremy Grant, 2-0 Warriors. Let's go. Ooh, big three. Oh, it wasn't a 3, it was a 2. Andrew Wiggins. We're knotted up at 2. Anthony Simons, we got the PDX carpet jerseys. I know some people don't like them just because it's not the traditional red, black, and white. It's like the turquoise and black. But if you know like the story about our Portland airport, it's pretty famous. And they have special carpet there. And Dame's got the PDX carpet Dames, early on, like Dame 1s, Dame 2s. They were very early on. Super collectible. I remember I tried getting them and I couldn't wait in line long enough, and the price was, most Dames were running like 95 to like 110 early on, but some of the older ones now will go for, 200 or more, if they're the rare ones. And as time goes on, like my Rose City Red, series 1s that I have, those ones will end up going for 200, 300, 400 down the road for sure. They're one of the cleanest shoes, and they're all red too. Dame? Foul. Come on, baby. Let's go. We need a big day. We need a big day here. Anthony Simons and Dame Dalla. Let's go. Come on, baby. Simons, 4-2 Warriors. Obviously, if Steph is out there, we probably lose this game by, I don't know, probably 10, 15. There we go. GP2 for 3. 5-4, Rip City. Draymond at the top of the key, ugly as hell. There we go. Drew Eubanks with the board. Yeah, I imagine I have a couple friends at this game. This is a pretty good matchup. Dame, reverse layup, and 1, baby. Hell yeah. Let's go. My buddy's all messaging me about the trade right now, too. He's like, I told him short term, I think the Knicks won. Long term, we might have won the trade, maybe. It all depends on who we get in that pick and if Cam Reddish is actually on our team in a year or two or not, or if it's just going to be like a temporary thing. I mean, it's not like we're doing good right now. We're shitty. We're like 4 or 5 spots out of the fucking, 8 spot. It's not like we're, going to make the playoffs for sure. We're one of the shittiest teams in, we're like one of the bottom 6, bottom 7 with the Lakers, which sucks right now, but 10-4 Blazers. Let's go. And the opposite side, we already know what it is. No Steph Curry, so we're going to be doing a lot of Klay Thompson. Hopefully not too many threes, and hopefully not a 40 or 50-point game. So Dame on Wiggins, one-on-one. Baseline, Dame, fouled. No call? There we go. I was going to say, where's the call at? So I assume that we're not going to be seeing Josh Hart playing. Says, yeah, for sure, because his contract is expiring. It's okay, but that better not be all we do. And I was like, yeah, no shit. Seriously. 12-4 Blazers. Let's go, baby. Wiggins for 3. Damn, bang. 12-7 Rip City. Come on, Portland. And I'll get you some Tatum here in just a second. And any other news that's coming out through Woj or anyone else, please, Jameson, Air Whitey, Sarah, type that in. Not only for you, not only for me, but for everyone else. I mean, there's going to be some stuff that I imagine we'll probably even get a few more by the time I'm done streaming in like 3.5 hours. I assume that there'll probably be at least one more. Ooh, nice rebound dunk by Drew Eubanks off the glass. 14-7, Portland. Let's go. Draymond at the top of the key. There we go. Well, of course, if he's healthy, a better chance to get further in the playoffs. Absolutely. Let me try to get some of these Tatums in here. Nurk's got the zebra jump off going on, like some gray and black zebra jump off, matching suit top and pants. 14-8 Blazers. GP2, same spot. He hit the initial 3 in and out. Oh, he's got the salmon on. Anthony, come on now. 14-8 Blazers. Teams taking back-to-back misses. And Klay for 3. Damn it. 14-11 Blazers. Come on, baby. Jeremy Grant, floater, in and out. Going to the line. Got some Jason Tatum's here for you. It's a new one. Thank you for the dono to try to get us going within the first 30 minutes. Anytime we can get that first dono within the first 30, first 20, first 10, it definitely sets the tone. And we have a much better chance to be able to hit the goal for sure, instead of getting it like, hour, 2 hours in. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sarah. 14-11 Blazers. Come on, Jeremy Grant. All right, 14-11, Jeremy Grant at the line. 1 for 2. 15-11, Rip City. Come on now. Everyone's playing in the game. That's a big name besides Steph Curry. He's the only one that's out that is normally going to be playing in the lineup. Klay for 3. Damn, again? This guy. 15-14, Rip City. Okay. He's like, fuck it, Orion. What do you think? Steph's not playing? I'm going to go for 40, motherfucker. All right, shit. Klay, sorry. Fuck. Should have known. Dame. Anthony Simons for 3. In and out. Come on, Anthony. Klay's getting hot. Jordan Poole for 3. Fuck. Timeout. Motherfucker. Now we're down 17-15. I'm not surprised. We don't play defense, so. Try to give Jordan Poole his love. Even if it's the team that we're going against, it's just good for the visuals, baby. All right, Jordan, I see you.
So, what about a Dave single and a Clay piece? Yes. What about a Hot Chicken Sandwich? Yes. Dave singles. That works too. How much would it cost? $6.
Oh, that's good. Right on, yeah. That's that suits. You get the weekends off, and you're still off at a decent time. I've had jobs in that same window. I've had the 6 to 2:30, 7 to 3:30, 8 to 4:30 type of thing. Better to take a half-hour lunch and get the hell out of there instead of having to take an hour lunch and stay till 5. So, yeah. And plus, we already know Klay is one of the best in the world. So it's like, okay, well, if Steph's not there, and that means Klay's going to go from getting maybe like 15 to 18 points. Sometimes, maybe shit the bed and get like an 8. But now with no Steph taking like 20, 30 shots a game, that means Klay can do it. So Klay is going to, he should be able to get 20 to 50 pretty easy. Some nights he'll have 42, 44, others in the 20 range, and maybe some of the other guys step up like Wiggins. But they're like, all right, Klay, go, do you, and he should be able to get quite a few games where he tears it up. But is that going to equate into wins though? Because not having Steph in the lineup is hurting big time, as we would know. The Blazers have some guys go down, and $17-15 Warriors. What's up, Brooke? Brooke is a good Blazer reporter. I've seen a lot of Blazer reporters, kind of come and go, and some have been good. Some have good voices. Some actually are into the Blazers, and like you can tell. And yeah, she's great. Like I said, out of all the ones that we've had, she's definitely by far the best one we've had in a long time. It's always good when you like the announcers, or you like. It's not same as like Bill Schonely and and having our old school. We've gone through, Steve Snapper Jones, and we've gone through a different, Sean Lee, and we've gone through a few different pretty good announcers, Mike Barrett, and so we've gone through Mike Barrett and some really good pieces. Now it's like, I'm not really sure if I like the duo they have. They're okay. You know what I mean? All right. The chemistry is been getting better with the two of them in the last year or so. Year and a half. Nice flush there by Drew Eubanks. Slap. What's up, bro? What's good? Klay drops it down to Draymond. Draymond drops the bag and fumbles it. 17-17. Blazers get the turnover. Klay's like, that's the last time I passed to you, motherfucker. All right, we're knotted up at 17. Dame. Jeremy Grant. Come on, Jeremy. Foul, motherfucker. Let's go. Come on, Jeremy. This is going to be tough. Like, if the game goes like this, even with no Steph, there's definitely a good chance to lose. We have not been very good this year, but at least we're not playing like selfish basketball, and that's why we're losing. Just we're playing like shit, and the bench needs to be better, kind of like the Lakers. Like, you got a couple guys, but you just don't have enough consistency from everyone. And a lot of times, if that superstar maybe has a little bit of a slow start and you're playing a team that's got like 5 or 6 guys scoring double figures, yeah, it's fucking really hard to keep up sometimes with some of these fucking teams. It's like you got 3 guys that maybe got 10 points or more, and the other team's got like 7. You're like, oh, you motherfucker. But unless you can get like 40 out of one of your 3, then you got a shot. But I do think, hopefully we make another move. If we get rid of Nurk, and hopefully we can, see if the Lakers and Blazers can get in. There's a chance that both of those 2 seeds might be able to claim the last 2 spots, or we're going to fight for it, for, one of those spots. I mean, there's going to be about 5 teams fighting for 2 spots right there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right there, 12. 2017, Portland. Can't believe we're leading. But Warriors, Golden State are, they're shooting the ball effectively and from deep. Klay, baseline. Jordan Poole in the corner. Dame on him. Cheap foul on Dame. Man, blue Gatorade. Money. So good. I went to the dispensary today, got a bunch of pre-rolls, signed up for their little program. Now I'm in the database. They got me in the computer. They got me on the app. They got all the information. I'm trying all the pre-rolls they got, like all the brands, all of them. Jordan Poole, off the glass, high, in and out, no good. There we go. Jeremy Grant with the board stolen. Fuck. Yeah, but they do it like out here where they'll do like half gram pre-roll or 1 gram. And sometimes it's just like 1 pre-roll, or sometimes I'll split it into 2, like 0.50 or 0.75 in each one or whatever. And you don't have to even pay that much. It's like you're paying like $3 to $5 per like container. Ridiculous. Nice floater. The perks of living in Oregon, let me tell you. And it's like the good quality. 22-19. Wiggins. Oh. Fucking Andrew. 22-21. Portland. Wiggins is nice. Even though he's, older, you could always tell that he was going to be a good player and he was going to be an impact guy at some point. Maybe not live up to the potential of being where he got picked overall, but always a good player and always a solid player that I've always liked. There we go. Oh! There we go. Dame with the oop. He had to wait for him to go get it off the fast break. Let's go. 4:18 left in the first quarter. Blazers up by 3. Yeah, for a second when you like throw up the oop and then the guy doesn't really go up and get it, you're like, oh, fuck. Go up and grab it at least. That one was like hella slow. But then he's like, oh, alley-oop for me? Yeah. God, and he fucking threw it down. We do have some guys on the Blazers that do have some springs. That's for sure. Nice pass at GP2. Dame Dalla, you fucking magician, you. Nice job. Nice job. 26-21 Blazers. Timeout. Let's go, baby. Alley-oop. Ka-ka-ka. And I know Shaden Sharp is not doing the dunk contest, and I wish that he was, because if he did do it, he could have possibly won it like Anthony Simons did before we knew who he was. You're like, who the fuck is Anthony Simons? Only Anthony I know is Anthony fucking Hardaway. That was one of my favorites, and it's just ironic that, I go from Anthony in my childhood to this Anthony, and they're both good. I mean, but the Anthony Hardaway could have been like really, really good if he never would have got hurt. Same thing with like Brandon Roy and Tracy McGrady. Like, it kind of irks me a little bit when I think of players, like how good they really were. And if they could have just had better knees or ankles, and it just like what could have been with T-Mac. Like, we saw some greatness, but I mean, the longevity could have been a lot longer. Anthony Hardaway got robbed. Derrick Rose got robbed. Brandon Roy got robbed. Like, even if you don't give a fuck about any of those players, I mean, we know who they are. And if you got to see some of those guys in person or you watched NBA at that time, I mean, Derrick Rose could have went down as one of the greatest ever. Like, if he never got hurt with all those ACLs, I mean, he would have been a guy that would have been in an MVP consideration, a guy that was averaging probably 25 or more almost every season, springs for days, highlight SportsCenter top 10 dunks. He was a game changer, kind of like, Roy at the shooting guard position. I mean, when Kobe is playing, Kobe, rest in peace, it's like you had Jordan, Kobe, and then after Kobe, it's like kind of, Dwayne Wade, Clyde Drexler, and then as shooting guards were playing, Roy was never as good as Kobe. We know that. But at one point, Roy might have been the second best shooting guard for a couple years. I mean, he went rookie of the year, all-star, all-star, all-star. And then knee cartilage disappeared and then went to like the T-Wolves and then retired. So that's a real shame. If you could have just piled up another 4 or 5 more all-stars, I mean, you're already in the Hall of Fame. But when you go rookie of the year, all-star, 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 and then by your 5th or 6th year, then the knee cartilage disappears, and then you go to the T-Wolves, and then your fucking shit's over. Just, I don't know. It's fucking sad, man. Like, it's one thing that like Greg Oden was a buster and never panned out, but Roy actually panned out. He was good, but that's what will happen to you. And he played at UW, so we got to see a lot of him here in the Northwest. And anytime you have a Northwest kid and he goes to a Northwest team or somewhere in that general area, of course, we're going to root for those guys extra heavy to represent the state. And, so that way we at least have something to be proud of. So, yeah, sucks. But at least we got a little Roy, a little Aldridge, a very little Oden, but never got to see the true potential. But we don't really care as much about that. Really, the ones that hurt were like the Kobe and Shaq, when we had Arvydas Sabonis and Pippen and Steve Smith and Detlef Schrempf. Like when we had the Rasheed and Brian Grant, like we feel like that was a pretty championship caliber team, just like the Kings when they got robbed of one. And then obviously losing to the bad boys in Jordan in 90-92. That's tough. I mean, but those are 2 of the best ever. Like maybe the dirtiest team of all time with the team that just had all the grit and skill. Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Vinny the Microwave Johnson, Bill Laimbeer, John Sally. They had a lot of bodies there. Dennis Rodman, right? And then obviously losing to John Paxson and Jordan, Pippen, Horace Grant, Bill Cartwright. Your boy remembers. Nice block. Jeremy Grant says, get the fuck out of here. 26-21, Rip City. Sharp, off the glass. Motherfucker. Get in there. Nice. Nice job, Sharp. Sharp's got the springs. Green with the ugly ass 3. I could have shot that one better. 28-21. Sharp goes baseline, kicks it back out. Yes, every Laker fan can rejoice now, because even though that, there was a few times where he actually was doing good things, there was a lot more negative, turning the ball over and being selfish and just not a fit. He's not the same, Russell. It's like maybe even like with the Russell Wilson situation, like, when you've seen the guy great, but you just never know when it might be over. And we can't say that Russell Wilson is over 100%. It looks like you're on E. But if anyone can turn that around, it might be Sean Payton, maybe. But it's not like anyone thinks he's going to be back to where he was. Like, I think a lot of us would be shocked if he gets back to being Pete Carroll, like, when he was good. So it shows you sometimes guys just run out. They're really dominant, and maybe they're the guy on the team, and then they lose the confidence. And, a lot of it's mental too. It can be physical, but for a guy that averaged like a fucking triple-double for like a season or two, he's nowhere near that player anymore. And, it's like when you get a person that's just kind of I don't know how to describe him. I don't want to call him an asshole or whatever, because, there's a lot of, like, selfish players, you know what I mean? But he doesn't come off as very likable. He's, like, really mouthy, you know what I mean? And you're like, you talk too much. For the amount of shit talking you do, you fuck up a lot more than you do good. So it might have worked for you back when you were, like, talking shit and you were just throwing up triple-doubles, but you're talking shit now, but you're, like, getting triple-doubles and turnovers. Like, you're not doing the same shit. So I imagine everyone is extremely happy. And you get a guy to come back to make sure his snitching is at a lower level with D'Angelo Russell. And He's a better scorer, and you got two other guys, role players, and you get a rebounder and a defender too. So overall, a good A move by the Lakers. But we don't know if it's going to translate to the Lakers or Blazers making the playoffs. We might still both stink. It just depends if we can get help and stay healthy and get the chemistry and whatnot. It's not enough just to have LeBron and Dame, or in your guys' case, LeBron and AD. 32-24 Blazers. This is nice. Yeah. I mean, it's like the weirdest place you could think for Russell to play. Oh, up and under, no good. We're up by 8. Minute 12 to go. Shaden Sharp 1-on-3. Turns it over. Idiot. Come on, man. Kuminga. I love it when these players, no matter what size they are, they could be like 6'5" to like 7'5", and then they just get so excited on the fast break. They think they're like Allen Iverson or like some amazing point guard like Nash or Stockton or Kidd. It's like, bro, you do realize that you're loppy as fuck, and you start dribbling the ball, 1-on-4. They're going to steal it from you. But you see these players get super excited, from like the forward-centered position. It's like, not everyone can handle the ball like a Kevin Durant or, cross people up in that taller position. It's turnover central here. 32-24, Rip City. Portland is up. Ooh, nice three. (32-27) Blazers. I remember seeing him in the tournament. Dante DiVincenzo from Villanova. Remember him in the tourney, March Madness? I mean, if you remember from a few years ago when Nova was good, he was making all the buckets. Ooh, Anthony Simons. Oh, DiVincenzo. No good. 34-27. End of the first quarter. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, motherfucker. Yeah, all the playgrounds, Dame. We want all the safe players. All the safe playgrounds. Dame's always involved in the community. That's a cool thing about, if you get someone that's like could be a hero figure for, your state or your team. You want to have a guy that's like makes the city and the state and, you look good. You don't want some fucking idiot. So it's just nice to have someone that could have easily left our team a long, long time ago and easily could have chased a ring and probably won one by now, or at least been to one. So shout out. Trying to do it the right way, like Giannis. Yeah, the Big Ragu. He was really cool to watch in college. I think like anyone knew whoever got him or whatever teams he goes to, he's got skills. He can do jumpers. He can drive. He's a pretty good passer. He can shoot the three. He's got a little swag to him. You know what I mean? And you just got to be able to get those type of guys enough opportunities so they don't get disinterested, while they're out there. But usually they don't have too many minutes. So he's making the most of his minutes, but I like him. What am I supposed to think of that? Those names look like some kind of mob movie names that I watched maybe like 2 days ago. Yeah. That was like some mobster movie I watched. Oh, baby. 34-27, Rip City. Damn. Yeah, at least this is a kind of a cool time where you're going to get some trades and stuff. And I haven't watched any of AEW. I think AEW show has a chance to be decent tonight. So I know some of y'all have watched it or are watching it right now. I will get it, after this Blazer game is over, and I'll turn it on. And once the stream is done, I'll continue to watch it. Have to watch it all the way through. Finished Raw and try to watch a little NXT. today, and just try to get caught up on all the shows. I got so many shows like in the bucket. I need to make sure I watch it within like a day or two, or other shit is gonna, got a lot of movies and shit on the DVR, but lots of programming between a few people here. 34-27. Let's go. Freaking Klay. Klay with the triple. Mother sucker. Mother sucker. There we go. $36-30 Blazers. Come on, baby. Well, thank God. Can't have Klay going for like 40 or 50 tonight. Anthony Simons at the top of the key. Up by 6. 11:15 to go in the third quarter. Swings it back out to Anthony Simons. Wide open in the top of the key. Bang, baby. Anthony Simons. 39-30 Blazers. Let's go. Fuck yeah, man. Oh, Klay to Draymond. Two-man game. Beautiful. That was a very John Stockton to Karl Malone-esque. That was just too easy, man. It's like sometimes when you have two veteran players that have been playing on the same team together for that long, you get easy plays like that. Chemistry plays. Should they run in practice? So, you know what I mean? You just know where to put the good body positioning where you can just kind of lay it off to the other guy as he's running full speed, catches it, lays it up, perfectly. Some of these guys are so basketball skilled with their basketball IQ. You can just tell which ones are more intelligent than the others by how they play. Oh, 41-32. Sharp. Come on, Sharp. You got to pass better, bro. Foul. Come on, baby. Yeah. So it's not guaranteed. It's protected pick. So it's like, I think short term, they won the trade because I think I like Josh. I mean, if Cam Reddish like starts off like with 15 points, like if he gets time and he gives me like 10 to 15 like right away, then it could be like kind of a push. But I think that they won the trade short term, but maybe we will win it long term. But I don't know. I mean, I think Blazer fans are kind of wishy-washy right now because we think it can be kind of even, but I think that Josh Hart is kind of a better player. Like overall, like what he can do on the court. I mean, I went to one game last year and I saw him drop 40 plus. So it's like, I know he's got the ability. I'm not sure if Cam Reddish has the ability to throw up a 40. Blue Gatorade, not the haterade kind. Gatorade blue. 43-32. Portland. Come on, baby. Kind of playing with their heads cut off right now. Walker. Floater. In and out. Jerome with the rebound. Two-man game with Klay. Klay's like, set a fucking screen for me, bitch. Klay for 3. Bang. He says, thank you for the fake screen. I didn't even fucking need it. Oh, yeah. 43-35. Portland. Foul. Oh, we just fucking turned the ball over. Son of a bitch. Not Dame time. A lot of this. Apparently a lot of this and a lot of that. Klay, what will you do? Klay off the screen. Another 3. Oh, he's on fire. This motherfucker is on fire. Oh, timeout. 43-38. God damn it. He's already got, 15? Oh, fuck. Is it his birthday? Fuck that. Oh, he's going for like 50 then. Oh, motherfucker. Like, let's just give the guys some more motivation to have a fucking fantastic game. 15 points. Klay. And it is his birthday today. Oh, he's going crazy today. Oh, yeah. I should have known. I should have known it was his birthday today. Well, at least we don't have him and Steph going crazy at the same time. The dog catcher. All the mittens. Yeah. I promised my friend that moving forward on the channel, that regardless on, how good we are, good, bad, and different, we're past the COVID period where the fans are there. So I need to get back on track. Just, it's hard for me when I'm used to like a certain quality of product in like WWE or NBA, and I feel like it's not as good as it was, and it never will be. But also you have to be able to grind it out. And, I got to do things other than just NFL and college football. So you got to do, the WWE and the AEW and NBA and March Madness. And then we'll do NASCAR and maybe NHL, maybe in the playoffs and whatnot. So yeah, it's going to be crazy, dude. How are you doing? I mean, we should win this game. I mean, we got no Steph Curry out there, but I mean, if Klay's going fucking ham, we better get a little bit of Dame time. But I know it's been a minute. How are you doing, bro? $10. Let's get to a hundo. Yeah, and we did the LeBron game yesterday, and it's Bucks and Lakers tomorrow, and I'll do that. So I'm just trying to be able to find the right window, and usually doing the streams later, it seems like, it is doing a game. Sometimes we had a little window where we were just like freestyle streaming was working, and we'd hit some, good numbers with people and the good numbers with the donos. But I mean, I always like to be able to at least keep busy, because that's the worst when you end up doing a freestyle stream and then it, it's so slow, and then you're just like kind of waiting for people. Like I want to be able to work, I want to work throughout and then just try to multitask the best I can. So I'll give you a jam. He's on fire. Damn, Klay. Yep. It's his birthday today too. So happy birthday, Klay. He's like, yeah. I'm going to go off. 43-38, Portland, 8:39 left in the second quarter. Chauncey Billups looks on. Not really sure what we think as Blazer fans of Chauncey Billups. I think some of us like him. Some of them I think, are like undecided yet. We're like, is he long-term guy? Could be, but our roster needs to be better and we need more wins. Easy layup. Fucking Klay. Come on, Blazers. Jeremy Grant, isolation. Pump fake. Kicks it out. Sharp. Bang, baby. There we go. Shaden Sharp with a jumper. 45-40, Rip City. Packed house, even though no Steph Curry. Still a game that means something. Warriors play a fun style of basketball. Oh, nice pass by Draymond. Good court vision. But could have been a little bit better, but he was just trying to get the ball quickly with his left hand. I know he's a fucking pest, but that's the type of player that Portland would need to help us get further. I know Draymond's old as shit, but, just having that toughness, it would be really cool to have a player like that. I imagine we could go further with a player like that on the team, even if Dame was there. We still need a hell of a lot more help, but I would like to have a player like that. Someone that can talk shit but back it up and be that emotional leader, and he ain't going to fucking lose it for you that often. There will be some questionable times, but he's an emotional player, so. 45-42, Portland up by 3. Come on, baby. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I like the Josh Hart thing. Like, if I'm looking at Reddish and like his skill set, I mean, a little bit under what Josh Hart is overall, because I don't think Like I saw a game last year when I went with my boy Brett, and Hart put up like 44, like right in front of me. Like we were like in like the 8th row, and I was like, oh shit, look at this motherfucker. Like, so I don't know if Cam Reddish has the ability ever to throw up a 40, maybe hit 20, but and then if we get the pick, but it's protected, so I don't know. But I think it's more of the salary. I think that's what they're saying, or what I would feel. If it's sometimes the value isn't as good in return, right? And maybe it's like a long-term thing. You have to wait and see. Then most of the time, those deals mean it was a business decision based off money, not necessarily how good or bad the player was. It's just like you write these fuckers off the books and you take care of that shit. You take care of that contract. So sometimes you have to dump guys. So I get it. 48-45, Portland. Come on, Dame. Yeah, but I'm just talking Draymond because, like, Draymond is like, he's a name. People get intimidated by him. He's a pest. And it's not as like as a pest as like a Patrick Beverly, where you're just like, oh, this guy's really irritating. And I know Draymond can be, but I mean, I think I see Draymond as an asset. I mean, obviously, we're not supposed to like the Warriors as Blazer fans, but I just look at the type of player and what we would be able to need to take us to the next level, and not to be known as like a softer finesse team, but be a team that, I'm not saying we're going to have to fucking throw down with teams, but we just want to be able to have a little bit of toughness out there. And even though Draymond won't give you, like 20, 30, 40 point games often, I mean, you usually get, double doubles, sometimes triple doubles. And even if you get something like a 10, 10 and 10, that's a really valuable stat line. Like sometimes a 10, 10, 10, points, rebounds, assists is better than someone getting 20 and 10. Or what I'm saying? Like, it all depends if like you're helping with the defense and, emotional rally, kind of guy, and diving for the loose balls. I mean, there's a lot of intangibles with him. So I know a lot of people in Portland hate him. And I know a lot of people in general don't like him unless you're a Warrior fan, but I see beyond the hate and kind of the skill set. I think he's super underrated for, a lot of people think he's got the end of his career and can't really do it. I think he definitely still has, the tools to, just depends on how long he wants to do it for. Dame and one with the left. Are they going to give him continuation? Or probably not, because they don't like to help us out. They're like, fuck that. 53-47, Portland. Yeah, but it's all good, bro, because, sometimes when you come through, right, you're probably not watching, what we're doing, or sometimes it's a freestyle stream, so sometimes people will watch what I'm watching. Sometimes people don't. It's to hang out with, me and the people in the room. That's good enough most of the time. If we have something cool that we can all be a part of at the same time, then it takes it to another level. But I mean, that's how most streaming is. Sometimes people just, they're not even watching the event. They're just hanging out. Maybe they got other shit going on. Ooh, fade away. Nice rebound by Eubanks. Dame. Oh, kicks it to Anthony Simons. Oh, baby Drew Eubanks with the rebound dunk. Boom, shakalaka. He's athletic. Warriors call time. $56-47 Blazers. I hope everyone is doing good. Mental health for me has been better. We always go through ups and downs and whatnot, but spending time with the dog, having a schedule, sticking to it, grinding it out, trying to get myself invested in things that, have taken me a little, while to get adjusted to. But once I'm on board on something, I'm on board. It's like, it's not me being like, okay, well, let's do NBA. And I do like one game a month. Like if I'm saying, all right, it's time to do the NBA, then we're going to try to do it pretty often. And, just to be able to have something else. It's not like we can watch NASCAR and baseball hasn't started yet. Wrestling's on in half the week. So, but not everyone can watch it at the same time based off the time zone. He said, Troutdale Beaver. Oh, man. So when's MLB? Is it? We got to get that started here. I'm itching for that, and I didn't get to properly get everything going with NASCAR. So I guess Daytona 500, but then once MLB starts, and that'll be fun. I'll be trying to go up to Seattle and grabbing Julio Rodriguez merch and trying to just stockpile before he just turns into like the ultimate superstar, which he definitely has the potential to be. Like there could be a chance one day that Julio is the best player in baseball. Like there is a chance, and if he's not, I think he could still be like top 5. And some people think he's already trending to get to that direction already. So it's like, we'll see. But I'm definitely going to try to go up there. That's going to be obviously we'll see how the Ducks look and whatnot. And obviously I'd love to be able to get out there. And I'm going to go to a few Blazers. But yeah, but definitely seeing Julio. And then, like I said, I got the Cardinals tickets. Ooh, let's go. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, I'm not really sure how many matchups I'm going to go to, but I'm going to try to go to as many of like the top tier teams as possible. So if that means I get Atlanta, I get the Dodgers, and I'm trying to, probably would be kind of cool to see Ohtani and Trout if they were playing. But knowing me, if I don't know, you can't get them too much in advance because a lot of times you're like, oh, he's injured, then it's not even worth it. It's like if I don't get Trout, then. My dad's always smart about it and optimistic. And obviously, I think if you look at this, team at the moment, anything can happen. But if the pitching is not good towards the end, you're fucked. And it's, who's hot and healthy. And it's kind of a wait and see. But I think the consensus is the Dodgers are good enough to win it all. But will they win it all? And I would say trending kind of more no than yes. There's probably going to be others that are going to be better. But, there's been a lot of movement with pitchers, and Verlander's not with the Astros, and Yankees look a little different. And obviously Trey Turner going to the, Phillies, but Bryce has got the Tommy John. So it's going to be, probably about 5 or 6 teams that are going to be legit contenders. And then you get, Cardinals and the Braves and all those teams there, and the Phillies and Dodgers. And yeah, it's going to be fun. I just want to be able to get to a point where, Mariners are considered. It's like, okay, you got the Astros and the Yankees, but after, Astros, Yankees, boom, Mariners, Blue Jays. And I think we're trending to that direction because I think both of our teams as the young teams were fun. Like, I don't know, anyone that watches Blue Jays baseball, they got enough fucking talent over there, and they're young and they hit dingers and their pitcher is pretty good. Like, I don't know, Blue Jays are kind of like a Mariners. They're fun. And, it's kind of ironic that we both went against each other as kind of like the sleeper underdog, but they got a bright future too. Oh, Dame and one. Oh, baby. Dame time. 58-50. Oh, baby. McDelivery. Replay of the game. They gave him the continuation. Draymond, hip check, floater, bing, bong. Dame at the line. And it's good. 59-50 Blazers. 4:40 left in the second quarter. Draymond. Oh my God. Draymond just passed it. DiVincenzo. Dante DiVincenzo. Oh my God. What a throwdown. Oh my goodness. And he's going to the line. Wow. My goodness. Crazy mofo's got some hops. Oh, of course he made the free throw. 59-53, Rip City. Yeah, I think everyone can kind of see it. I mean, I don't understand the whole Jazz Chisholm on MLB The Show, which is so fucking stupid. Should have been either Aaron Judge 1 and then Julio 2, or some people think, hey, give it to Julio. He was the rookie of the year. He made baseball better. There's a lot of other great young talent as well. It's not just Julio. We know that. Baseball's in good hands. We just had a charge. Jeremy Grant. Jeremy. Yeah, but knowing my dad, I mean, like, you know, he's not thinking like necessarily World Series every year, but I mean, I guess if you are the Dodgers, that is kind of the mindset. I mean, you're the Dodgers. You know, you got all the money, you know, it's like if you're not thinking World Series every year, even if you know the roster isn't that good, sometimes you're like, well, fuck it, maybe we'll have a little luck, you know, just because. And that sometimes does happen, you know, when you're a great organization like that. Jordan Poole with the dunk. Who does he think he is, huh? Sucker. 59-57. Portland. Come on, Anthony. Double teamed and turned over. Fucking A, dude. Draymond is, I'm telling you, Draymond is such a big factor. They do not win the championships without Draymond Green, period. I don't think any of them. I think, you know, so I've seen games where he's put up 0 points, but just what he does on the court, I think there's not a lot of people that, unless you played ball or you watch it very closely, you understand, like, you know, diving for loose balls and doing those little intangible things like taking charges. That shit fucking matters. It really doesn't show up in the stat line a lot, but I mean, those are game-changing plays. But he can be a dickhead and an asshole too. We know that. I mean, he can get mouthy and there's a lot of teas like Rasheed Wallace back in the day. Some warranted, some not. Jeremy Grant kicks it out. Swing it, Anthony. Shoot it. Fuck. Anthony, no good. We're only up by 2 now, 59-57. 2:52 left in the second quarter. Thank God. Dame is like, give me the ball. Dame Dollar with a pump fake foul. Yeah, I mean the Dodgers normally every year. I'm not, you know, if you follow, you're a fan, or you know, but like they've had like a top 3 farm almost every year for like the last 10 years. They're always there. Like there's going to be other teams that are going to be on the come up and whatnot, but you can definitely tell there's just certain organizations. If you have a great farm system, that's how you're able to sustain, you know, being in the playoffs almost every year. Of course, they have the money and they're you know, it's one of the big teams. We get it, but you still have to be able to produce. Yeah, imagine if he was like fully committed. You know what I mean? Like to, you know, smoke and chill and you know, kind of mouthy, but I mean, his ability to hit the 3, talk shit, throw down a fucking vicious dunk, like I mean, that was an identity for us. You know what I mean? It might have not been everyone's favorite and pissed a lot of people off and whatnot, but sometimes you got to have that Draymond Green, Rasheed Wallace kind of guy, and you know, and then Rasheed obviously was good enough to help Detroit win, you know, in the early 2000s and whatnot. And you got to think, because if he wasn't on that team, Rasheed on the Pistons, I don't think they win that championship either. They had to have him and Ben Wallace. You know, it's like the Twin Towers. And then they had Chauncey Billups and Rip Hamilton and Tayshaun Prince. They had like all levels. 61-57, Portland. Klay for 3. God, golly. 61-60, and Klay for 3. I already had the photo pegged. I'm like, oh, this will come in handy. Probably a billion times. Wild pass on the baseline. Damn, only up by 1. All right, Jeremy Grant fouled. Draymond said, no. All right. Golden State with the challenge. Yeah, but sometimes it's good for us, like with Portland, like if they play with us and then they are an impact person and they go to another team and they win it all. It's a cool feeling, still for us, like with Clyde going to Houston and playing with Olajuwon where he played in college at Houston. So, and then Rashid got his. So, I mean, not everyone's going to be a champion. And it's like, sometimes you got to live vicariously through those other guys that go to that other team and root for them. Because I know Blazer fans still rooted for Rashid when he went to Detroit. It wasn't like we hated him. We're like, oh, screw this guy. It's like, I mean, shit, it's crazy. My dad is like the most like low-key Santa Claus, like very calm. He was a teacher for like 40 years, and just very laid back, and his favorite player is Rashid. He's a Dodger fan and stuff, but like, just the memories of watching. He doesn't really watch the NBA anymore. Just Dodgers. That's all he watches. It's like every Dodger game, 162. Boom, 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 boom. That's a lot of commitment. It's like 82 games in the NBA. Less than football, right? 20-something if you're doing playoffs, but baseball, 162. It's a fucking lot of games. 61-60, Portland with minute 56 left in the second quarter. Rule is overturned, they say. No surprise. Draymond says, no, flapping his arms, all crazy. He's like, okay. Kerr is like, okay, if Draymond's flapping arms, maybe he's telling the truth. he's gonna prove it to us. Yeah, let me know if anything's going down with news. Please do. And then as soon as this game is over, I'm going to watch AEW. So, which started for me on the West Coast, I think 6 minutes ago. So it'll be right when this is over. It'll be probably at that point where we'll see where it's at on that part of the show. All right. Blazers with the possession we're up by 1, 61-60, 150 left in the second quarter. Dame for a deep three. No good. Come on, baby. Oh, good block. Oh, Wiggins. Wiggins with the offensive rebound. 62-61. Golden State is up. Jeremy Grant with the hook. Gosh. It's an offensive foul. Everything going downhill now. Chauncey Billups is like, fuck. Wiggins, baseline. Oh. Jeremy Grant with a foul. Wiggins to the line. Warriors up by 1. No Steph Curry. They're excited. I like Wiggins. I'd take Wiggins. Even old-ass Wiggins I would take on the Blazers. Any form of Wiggins playing in the NBA still, I think that would be a piece to have. Free throw is good. 63-61. Golden State. Second free throw is up. And good. All right, come on, Dame. Fuck this. Dame cuts through the defense. Off the glass. No call. Nice job. Nice layup, baby. Let's go. 64-63, Golden State. Oh, Klay in and out. Thank God. All right, come on, Dame. Shake and bake. Pump fake. Anthony Simons in and out. No good. 10 seconds left before halftime. Golden State up by 1. Oh, backdoor. Out for 3. Pump fake for 3 at the buzzer, and it's good. Fucking A. Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Jordan, motherfucker. You motherfucking pool. Are they going to give that to him or not? Oh. 67-63 Golden State. You got to be kidding me. 3 at the buzzer. Unbelievable. Lillard wanted the foul on the other end, which he should have got. Oh, Seth was on McAfee? Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I did not see it. I was spending time with Paisley and trying to just get things, done. Oh, Jaylen Brown injury. That's no good. Oh, they can still stay afloat with a lot of the pieces that they have, but that is definitely going to be an opportunity for some of the other teams in the East to separate themselves and maybe try to take over, from that spot in that position. So.
When you get proven quality at lower than low prices with Kroger brand products, it feels like you're winning.
Okay. All right, halftime, 67-63. Warriors are up. Klay's birthday. Let's take a quick peek. What does Klay have? He probably has something fucking dumb, ridiculous number. Let's look. What is it? 7 for 14, 6 for 12. So for threes, or he took 12 threes in the first half. My God, he's like, it's my birthday. No Steph. Fuck y'all. 20 points. Ah, shit. Okay. Wiggins with 13. And Jordan Poole with that 3 there right before the buzzer with 15. DiVincenzo with 12. And our stat line does not look very good. We have Dame Dalla with 18. And, we got Shaden Sharp with 11. But everyone else is under 10 in the starting lineup. It's going to be tough. Right. But we also have to have guys that are, 3-point shooters. And I'm not really sure if we're like a 3-point shooting team. It doesn't really look like we have a lot of guys that can catch and shoot off the dribble or off the pass, or, some guys that can do isolation. But, if you're just dancing around and doing crossovers, and then by the time you pull up, like, you can't expect Dame and Anthony Simons to be able to use all the energy trying to get past the guy. And then, you're already half winded. They're going to make half of them. But we definitely need shooters and someone better than Nurk. We need big guy presence, toughness, someone who can fucking rebound and play defense, maybe get a couple blocks, but also give us 10 to 20 points a game, which would be ideal. But yeah, I already knew this was going to be tough. I think I need to go get my mango madness. It's been in the freezer.
We do go. And yeah, there's just a whole lot of Klay Thompson. Yeah, just kind of eyeing it out, looking for a shot. His teammates screaming for him.
All right, I'm back. Yeah.
On the flip side, look when Sharp shoots. And then Drew Eubanks, you know, is going to bring the heat.
Oh, so good. From the heavens. No beer, Snapple, Mango Madness. Oh, man. Well, at least we're only down by 4, but I mean, if we actually had any kind of defense with no Steph, they shouldn't have that many points on us. But yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That'll definitely, yeah. We need better effort than that for sure. We need shooters. It's like, remember the team that we had when we went to the Western Finals against the Warriors and we got swept? But just that depth that we had, like Seth Curry and like certain people, like you got to have guys that are off the bench that could legitimately be starters on some teams in the NBA if needed. And the more of those type of guys that you have, like if you actually have like 9 starters that could be on any team instead of just having like 5 and definitely bench guys, and they're trying, but you know, that's the difference between like some of the average teams and the really good teams. You just got to get that quality depth of the roster, but that's easier said than done. Yeah, it needs to be better. I'm trying to look at other scores, see what's going on here. What else do we got? Any other trades? What's going on here? Goodell. I think I've already see. That's the thing with like sports news when you're just like itching to see what other new stuff. You can refresh so many times, but it's not like a new thing is necessarily going to come out. Like you anticipate stuff, but you know if you follow a lot of sports, but. Seth Rollins. Yeah, I'll have to watch that. I'll watch it later. But the Jaylen Brown injury, that sucks.
How's it going? No, the interest rates up. I've been looking to get a better savings account, but all the options have you up in the air. Well, yes.
Yeah, I mean that team was special. You know what I mean? I think it's like no one really believed in us, and that was one year where Barkley sometimes is an idiot, but sometimes he is speaking truthfully, and he believed in us. He was the only really a guy that was in the media that really believed in us that year early. I mean, we're talking about before anyone else would even comment really about it. He kind of foreshadowed and seen some potential in us, and yeah, it was just really cool to see the development where it looked like. Early there's potential, and then further halfway you're like, oh, like this could be, maybe we can actually get out of a round. Sometimes it's just getting to the playoffs, but if you can, like, can we win a round or two, and then at that point you're just trying to get to the Western Finals, and obviously that's definitely difficult to get out of the West, but yeah, it's either a complete team and Dame needs help, but there's only so many superstars in the NBA. Yeah, but that definitely was a fun year. Yeah, and I had some friends that went to the games and stuff throughout the playoffs and the Western Finals that got like merchandise for me and stuff. I got like a little keychain still in the package, from the Western Finals, just with like Blazers, Warriors, logo stuff on it. I like stuff like that just because I want to make sure that I have those memories, because it's like you either buy it or at that time maybe it's on eBay for a little bit, and then after a while it's just gone. So it's like you either have that memory from that memorabilia, that from that particular little time. Yeah, we didn't win it all, I get it, but when your team sucks normally, You have a win like that, you get to the Western Final. Yeah, sometimes it'd be cool to keep a program or a keychain or something. And fuck, West Finals? Come on. I don't think any fucking fan in the NBA thought the Blazers would ever get that far. Well, we haven't been very good in a long time, so gave us a little hope. Damian Lillard, all-time leading scorer. He's number 67. He just passed Isaiah Thomas. Next up, Chet Walker and Jason Terry. I wonder how high Dame will get. That'll be interesting. It's like, what'd you see this first half? We got no defense and our 3 points fucking suck. Dame 0 for 3 and deep, and team only 21.4% 3-point percentage, a.k.a. the dog catcher. He's like, I'm looking at the stats. He's like, not only am I watching this game with you, all right, but I'm looking at the stats and I'm going to write them down because this is important. And that shit is, man. That's what, like, we got to look deeper than just the obvious. Oh, yeah, we're down by 4, but why the fuck? I get it. Some people aren't watching the game. But scores can be really deceiving. You could have a 67-63 game, and it could be played like 5-6 different ways. Yeah, we got to be way better than that. Hopefully, second half will be better, and we are a good second half team. So, oh my God, are you kidding me? Yes. I mean, anything, with the rivalry or the Dame time, first time winning, Houston. I mean, I remember just lots of memories. We don't have a whole lot of really, really good ones, but we've had a couple magical runs with Lillard and some really good magic that we haven't had in, since the early 2000s. All right, 67-63. I'm going to tip off here in a little bit. Yeah, news is a little slow. That's like, what the fuck do they expect us to do? Like, to refresh like 100 times in a day? Yeah, and that's what we do. Refresh, go here. It's like, bang, it's like I have a pattern of apps that I will go through, and then you just hope by the time you get around to, that other one, maybe there's something new in, the Twitterverse. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's. Yeah, obviously, people that are fans of Milwaukee would not be happy with that. That seems like, yeah, if they trade like Anthony Davis or Middleton, like your number 2 guy, to a team that needs him, then it's going to be very weird to see like what direction they go if certain teams get rid of their number 2 guy by tomorrow. But I don't know. I'm not sure if I can really see that. But hey, it is the NBA. NBA is crazy. Sometimes it's like the NFL though. They're dumping salary. Like there's these big names, but they just want to cut the salary down. Serious infections of blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occur. What if they just be like, then the new coach is Jeff Saturday? Sarah's going to be like, yes, exactly what I wanted. And then everyone starts buying all the merch. Now I just hope at this point that someone doesn't sneak up and take, the quarterbacks before they come your way. Because that would be pretty devastating if that's what you're invested in. I mean, you can still have like a 1-year backup plan and go for the quarterback next year and go in that draft class. We'll have some good ones too, but. You're like, Jeff Saturday. You're like, yes, Colts. No, you already know what it is. Everyone would be hella disappointed. They'd be like, what? You're like, you interviewed like 15 people and we're going to keep the one that we have. I mean, and they're like, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Jeff Saturday. No, I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, if they keep him on staff, you know what I mean? Like, just because it's not like interim head coach, I mean, that could be something that could help you guys. But sometimes when you're in that position, they're just like, well, you got to go. Maybe it's an ego thing, like going from like a head coach to a coordinator or having to like demote yourself. But fuck, if you love football right? If someone doesn't believe in you, you can always go somewhere else and maybe someone else will, right? And the new Colts head coach, Jeff Saturday. Is that maybe O-line coach? Yeah. Yeah, they're killing us from 3. All right, 67-63 Golden State. We're about to get going here. Fuck. All right, come on, Rip City. No excuses, no Steph Curry. So come on. Looney with the bucket, 69-63 Warriors. All right, come on, Dame. Down by 6. We were up pretty much this whole game. Simons for 3, and it's good. Bang, baby. There we go. Now we're down by 3, 69-66. That's there you go. You have to be witty. You got to, the puns and, just coming up with the bang, 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 Yeah, your coach needs a Sunday coach, not a Saturday. I mean, shit, since it's been, it's just dragging on and on and on, it's like, at this point, you get it right, whatever. You're going to commit to at least a guy for a year. They can say, oh, we got this guy for 5 years. And then it's like 6 months in, you're already firing him, so. But hopefully, whoever you give a chance to will get a year or 2. But the NFL is a what have you done for me lately type of league. No patience. But getting Bryce Young or CJ Stroud will instantly make the Colts watchable for NFL fans that aren't Colts fans. They'll be like, I want to see how these guys develop. So then you'll gain a whole nother audience that you never had before. So pretty important. The CJ Stroud, hopefully. That's the better fit. Simons to Dame at the top of the key. Ooh, nice pass. Drew Eubanks, nice pass. Keep swinging it. Anthony for 3. Shit. He's scrambling for the rebound. Nice steal. Anthony Simons. Warriors up by 1, 69-68. Simons. Inside off the glass. No foul call? Come on, man. Shit. No foul? There we go. Lillard with the interception. All the shiz, man. It don't matter. As long as I understand close enough. We get it. All right, come on now. Down by 1. Nice pass. Oh, it was a little high there. Good idea, though, by Dame. I mean, he's trying to be unselfish. Just put a little bit too much of mustard on it. Klay, GP2 trying to hover him. He said, get off me, you little flea. It's like, I'm Klay. It's my birthday today. I'm taking all the shots. 71-68, Golden State. Come on, Dame. We got to win this, man. No Steph, no excuses. Fuck out of here. We already know we're not very good, but, I don't want my record to be, 2-13 while doing Blazer games this year, either in the background or doing the game. That's not good. I've gone to in person twice, and I'm 2-0. They've won in person both times I've gone, so what the heck? Yeah, that's what happens. Defense. We might play that in the next 10 years. Jeremy Grant. Nice pick and pop, baby. There we go. 73-73, knotted up. 8:30 to go in the third. My boy. Jordan Poole for 3. 76-73 Warriors. Dame, Eubanks. Take it, Drew. Dame. In and out. Rebound by Eubanks. Simons. Nice pass. Fuck. Draymond. So many people hate Draymond. Big three. Why? He said 33. Jordan Poole, pretty good player. They're all erratic out there and running around with their head cut off. Now we're down by 6. And this is how the games slip away. You know, if you don't call timeout at the right time when the game is slipping away, and if you like wait too late, it's like you could be down by like 5 or 6, call timeout, and some coaches are dumb and they're like, no, they'll get out of the funk. And then all of a sudden they call timeout like 2 minutes later, and then they're down by like 16, and then there's like no coming back from that. So every team will have runs, but remember, like Mike Dunleavy did that shit for us. Dame? Contact, no call. Can we get a fucking call with Dame, please? My goodness. Dude, this guy gets body to body, and then like they're like, nah, we're not going to give him any calls. Unbelievable. It's not like he's flopping like LeBron would do from time to time. I mean, and it's not like he's being that overly aggressive guy that's always initiating the body contact to draw the foul. Refs see that shit too. We're not stupid. We can tell when the guys are trying to draw fouls and they are going into the player. Draymond with the foul. Draymond's like, get the fuck off me. Him and GP2 having some friendly words with each other. What's for dinner tonight? All the winter coats. I wore my NWO Wolfpack hoodie today. And it's like skater style. So it's got like, you know, NWO for life. And then the NWO patch. Wolfpack. I can just say NWO Wolfpack and I can think boom, 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 boom. You just like remember, just like snap of a finger, boom, I'm there. 82-75 Golden State. A lot of this and a lot of that. It's Klay's birthday. Let's check. Let's do a little look. What do we got? Of course, we're just getting annihilated because Klay's got 24 and Jordan Poole's got 24. Oh, that's how it is, huh? Okay. And for the Blazers, we have a Damian Lillard with 20 and everyone else with nothing. Now, second is Jeremy Grant and Shaedon Sharpe off the bench. But Grant's at 11. I mean, a little bit more production. I do like him, though. And when he was scoring like 18, 20 a game with Detroit, I didn't watch all his games, but I remember seeing a couple just over different matchups that I was, maybe peak at here and there. And I knew that, he may have been doing it against some shittier opponents. And sometimes if you're the guy on a shitty team, you're going to get more opportunities. But still, you got to put it in the hoop. You still got to be able to make free throws. And yeah, I liked what I saw, and I'm happy actually that we have him. I knew the Josh Hart thing was going to happen, though. I was like, oh, okay. All right, down by 7. I'm going to have to go through a collectible box tonight, I think. It's time to do some digging. See what toy box I can find. I did find some like Optimus Primes and stuff. It's really cool to be able to like go back. I did find one thing that upset me though. I do have a flex figure, John Cena and The Rock when they had their feud, and I ended up looking in there, and the fucking Rock, his hand broke off somehow, like in a moving process, or the hand bounced off the, somewhere in the box. And I haven't emptied it to see like where the hand is, but I'm like, oh, that's brutal. This Rock with only one hand. Why, Dwayne? Why? Like, why couldn't it have been Cena? I would have been a little bit better if it was Cena. Like, let me have the Rock one with that, two fully functional wrestling hands and I still had it on the cardboard and everything. Some collectors would just be furious if that happened and just throw the package away, rip the figure off, just break it, throw it in the garbage. I mean, I'd be like, oh, it's a one of one. It's an error piece. It came that way, only with one hand. $1,000. They're like, oh, really? I'm like, no. I fucking broke it somehow. 82-75, Golden State. The Warriors from the Bay. Oh, Dame. Dame always plays good against them. Crazy camera angle. It's like watching 2K. It's like a top view. Is this? Oh, man. This gives me like Dreamcast vibes. Holy shit. Ooh, nice shot. Jeremy Grant, nice job. 82-77, Warriors up by 5. I have a lot of random stuff, because I just, there was a lot of things that I kind of regret that if I had a little bit more insight, like I've looked up some of my Hot Wheels that I played with when I was like 3, 4, 5 years old, until probably like 10, 12, something like that. But like some of them are insanely expensive because it was in that time period in the 80s where a lot of that shit was so rare, so collectible. They didn't have a lot of them that stayed in the package at the time. But it's like, imagine seeing like when you're like, fucking Ford Bronco or like, something with a snowplow and it's like $450. I'm like, holy shit. It's like, I wish it's like if you had parents that were like, okay, we're going to give you one and we're going to put one away, and just do that for all like the 80s toys. I mean, anyone that had parents that did that is rich as fuck right now because they all have like the Ninja Turtles, the Transformers, the G.I. Joes, the Ghostbusters, He-Man, Skeletor. I mean, you have more expensive toys in the 80s than any other era. I mean, the shit is just wild. Like one figure could be like $1,000, like just crazy shit. Klay at the top of the key, dancing around on his birthday. Airball. Come on, Dame. Dame Dollar, Dame. He's like, I got my own shoe, motherfucker. Oh, baby, for 3. Oh, baby. Ho, ho, ho. 84-82. Dame time. Fans love it. Ooh, there was a couple cool throwbacks in the crowd. 1992. Okay, a little warm-up jacket. I saw Drexler. Okay. Terry Porter. Okay. Yeah, more of my stuff was like wrestling figures was a big thing for me. Wrestling ring, wrestling figures, and then, Transformers, G.I. Joes. Ninja Turtles was my big thing because that was right when I was probably like 6, 7, 8. And when you're 6, 7, 8, everything is the coolest thing in the world to you. Like, at least I have a lot of memories that, it's like you're in that epic time period where sports cards is getting to an all-time high. The toys, the cartoons, and wrestling and sports in general, just in that window. You either live through that window and you understand what it was like in the 80s or 90s, or you don't. But I'm not sure anything will ever be like that. But yeah, lots of money there. A lot of this. A lot of this and a lot of that. Stacks on stacks. I wish I had more of my stuff, but I mean, I have been collecting for a long time. So 84-82 Golden State. Ryan in the building. What to do? No Steph tonight, so let's take a peek at Klay's timeline. Let's look here. What do we got, Klay? Let's make sure everything's updated. All right, 9 for 19 on his birthday. No Steph, so more opportunities. 6 for 14 from deep. 14 threes, and the game's not even over yet. So he'll probably get like 20 attempts from 3. That's insanity. 24 points. 3 assists, 1 rebound. I mean, you don't expect him to rebound if he's fucking shooting all the time, do you? And then Jordan Poole has wiggled his way to 24 as well. 5 for 8 for 3, 8 for 15 overall. So he's getting it. I mean, those are the two that are taking pretty much all the shots. And if it's anybody else, DiVincenzo, he got a little bit. He got 12, and that's about it. That's about motherfucking it. Eubanks with 10, Jeremy Grant with 15, Lillard with 23, and Shaden Sharp with 11. Clay's like, fuck yo, couch, it's my birthday. Wouldn't be surprised if we lose. I mean, it's crazy to think that they're so bad, but again, the injuries, and you got to be, they already came off the championship, and of course, if you're not going to have a healthy Steph, Klay, or Draymond, or any combination of the three is out, it's not the same team. And of course, the West is so competitive. You could be the Golden State Warriors, but unless you're full strength, you're not going to go all the way, which we saw like utter domination, the nation of domination last year. I mean, you knew they were going to win it all. Unless they had a major injury, and the major injury didn't happen. So Warriors 84, Blazers 82, 4:40 left in the third quarter. Oh, there we go. Nice. We're knotted up at 84. A lot of people hate Draymond, but he'd be valuable on any team. DiVincenzo with the jumper. Man, this guy's killing it. Nice. I inherited my my grandma, one of the original ones, one of the early ones from like 50s or 60s. It's like the huge, not like the action figure size, that you would get at the store, little like 4 or 5 inch kind of, just action figure with a gun or ammo or whatever, like the ones they had in like the 80s and 90s, the dope ones. Those are the most collectible, but the big ones, they're like, it's almost like a doll, like a G.I. Joe doll type thing. It's big. But the one that I have, it's like the clothes are dirty on it, and it's like definitely had some use. It's cool, man. Like I definitely wanted to make sure I saved something like that to remind me of, them, but also to have a very unique item like that. There's not a lot of people that got those old like 50s, 60 G.I. Joes anymore. Yeah, that's cool. He didn't survive. Yeah, it happens. It happens. People did like the whole bottle rocket thing, and they got their fireworks, and some figures maybe did not survive, during the 4th of July or around that time as, kids, Then you look back, if you were like, look that toy up, you're like, yeah, I just fucked around with a couple of these like turtles or, G.I. Joes, and you look them up on eBay and you find out that you did like $1,000 worth of damage where you thought it was just like $5-10, like no big deal. It's crazy. Heck yeah, dude. That's cool. Yeah. Anything G.I. Joe is like, I watch it every night, dude. They have it on the Hasbro channel on YouTube. So if you actually go there, it's live streaming consistently for like weeks on end. So they just consistently just do the episodes from like, the 85, and then you can just watch one and then it'll just go to a loop to another one, and it just continuously plays that. And there's usually about 100 to 200 of us that are in there watching it, and we all, are in there just watching the episode. Sometimes they'll have it on cartoon, like a TV channel, where you can get it in the middle of the night, like at 2:30 a.m. There's like a little 1 hour block that you can get it, but not everyone's cable provider offers that channel. So your boy knows the G.I. Joe schedule. I mean, if it's Transformers or G.I. Joe, I'm gonna know. I'm going to watch it. Those are and they don't have Ninja Turtles available. So that's the one that everyone wants to watch, but they don't have the original like 87, 88 freely available on the internet or able to like be able to see those as easy as the G.I. Joe and the Transformers. So those are like kind of more coveted. Yeah. Back when the internet really didn't, came out in 95. But by that time I was like 13, but it was like a lot of time spent outside before then. And you really, understand and appreciate stuff. Playing video games with the friends or having people come over and, going to the Toys R Us. Oh, shit. Dame on the ground. Yeah, but I legit looked up a lot of the stuff that I had and was like, oh my God, my Ghostbuster toys, just some of the stuff that I have a Skeletor that I ripped that like the fucking arm off or something. And I like fucked it up. And it's like an incomplete toy now. It's like legit a $600 Skeletor. I'm like, oh fuck. But at that point you're just, I started learning early, but there was a little time period where, I'm going to be a kid, I'm going to go ham with the G.I. Joes and the Transformers and the Turtles and whatnot. They also had a really cool Donatello basketball one where he dressed up as like Michael Jordan 23 and it had a sewer hoop and it would have a basket and you'd pull his hands back and you could shoot hoops with Donatello. That was I thought that was one of the coolest things because it combined like Jordan, Donatello, and the basketball turtle style. I was like, that is cool. That was one of my favorite toys growing up as a kid. That and the wrestling ring. Had to have it. 91-90 Warriors, and then playing a shitload of video games, like 12 hours a day. Let's go. Big three, 93-91 Blazers. Let's go. Yeah. Being carefree. The only thing that you worried about was like what was going to be for dinner, and you're going to get your plenty of time to do whatever you want to do at that time. Oh. Lots of card shop visits, lots of Toys R Us, lots of hanging out with the friends, lots of video games. Nothing like Nintendo, Sega, and Super Nintendo, and 64, and then PlayStation early on. Tied up at 93, less than a minute to go. It brings me so much joy too, just because I feel like I still hang on to a lot of that stuff. So those memories are very fresh for me. A lot of times people, when it's like 30 years ago, they have no idea. They can't remember what they had for dinner yesterday. But I mean, a lot of us do have these special memories from, those years and years ago. And everyone can reminisce on how cool it was back in their time. But I don't know, man, it's going to be very hard to duplicate the 80s and 90s to me. Based on the new beginnings of the video game era, the internet era, and we had the best athletes and wrestlers of all time. You can't tell me there's a better era with more legends in the game in those two, 80s and 90s. It's not even fucking close. Oh, Shaden Sharp. Holy, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Alley-oop. Okay, baby. He's got springs. Did the alley-oop, but caught it one-handed. Didn't even catch it two hands and then come down with one hand. Just caught it with one in midair. End of the third quarter, 95-95. Fourth quarter, 95-95. We're tied up. Let's go. You know what time it is. Dame time. Yeah, but it's cool though, it's like those memories that I had, and like my Ghostbuster figures, like there's some really cool stuff that I really wish, like I got stuff still on my desk and it brings me joy, and I will always be surrounded by things, like cards and wrestling memorabilia and just figures. I'm a toy guy, and like I said, like some people they only do like the action figure stuff, but I do all of that, the Star Wars and the Transformers, but I like the sport related stuff too, and the wrestling stuff a lot. I mean, it's a lot of people, they just don't understand unless they're a collector. And it's cool. My dad's a collector too. So sometimes like I won't even have to find the item. Like sometimes, it's like I'm busy and, he'll do the, the looking and he'll look for something that he'll think that I'll like. And yeah, his gifts have been crazy. King Griffey Jr. Autograph photo PSA, King Griffey Jr. autograph ball, American League ball autograph PSA. I mean, my dad's. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty sweet. I don't think it's been anything better than that. I mean, those are not cheap gifts. Those are and I'm a King Griffey Jr. guy and met him, so got the autograph. But very cool to have those other things as well. Griffey, that's my boy. There you go. Oh, I bet. The John Deere bike. Yeah, so many memories, man. I mean, everyone goes through a phase, I think, where they get to the point where they stop doing the toy thing and then you start getting interested in like girls or guys, depending on if you are a girl or a guy or vice versa, or the same, right? And it's like maybe you're doing sports, maybe you're looking at the the dating thing, or you're looking at girls at that point and whatnot, right? So it's like, but with me, it's like I wish it would be more like socially acceptable if I could just like open up. I mean, I can always do it on the channel and stuff, and just I want to be able to like just kind of recapture my childhood for like a 5-minute like moment where I could actually open up like a vintage ring and just have like some of the wrestling like accessories and just like fuck around with them and stuff, and get like a GI Joe. Like I used to have this gung ho that had the rocket launcher. You'd put it in, and I mean, you push the button and it goes. It's like those little things like that those spark back those memories, or getting a transformer and transforming it. Going from Optimus Prime and then boom, robot. I don't know. It's like one of those things. It's either you experience that or you didn't. But and I really like the old school Ninja Turtle stuff, like a lot. I'm a big turtle guy. 95, we're knotted up. Foul on Draymond. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you lived it, if, like I said, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, everyone probably had different time periods on how much maybe TV or how much they were allowed to play video games or watch certain channels for, wrestling or sports. But, I mean, it definitely was the boom of the sports card market. But I think that was one thing that like the toys kind of slipped through the cracks, where a lot of people, if they would have realized that those 80s toys were going to be so valuable, were like $1,000 toys instead of just like $10 toys going to $50 toys. Like I think a lot more people would have been like, holy shit, I would have bought everything. Every Star Wars, all my starting lineups, everything, Transformer wise, Ghostbusters, He-Man, G.I. Joe, all the accessories, all the fucking vehicles. That's where the fucking money is too. '98, '97, Portland. Shinjo with a miss. All right, Blazers. Damn it. Another turnover by Portland. Why? Oh, why? 98-97 Portland. Klay, in and out. Thank God. All right, come on, Anthony. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I don't care what anyone collects. Like I figured like out why I have I can vibe with different types of people, but if you're a collector like me and you collect anything, I don't give a shit what it is, like rocks and fucking cards, magazines, action figures, whatever, maybe signage, whatever. It's like I'm gonna vibe with you because I understand that world and being kind of a picker and being someone that's a collector. And if you're not a collector, it's kind of hard to vibe with collectors because there's different levels, just like being a fanatic. There's some people that are fans of just their team. And then there's people like me that are following all the teams like a crazy person. But, I'm trying to get that knowledge and that information. But yeah, man. But even if it's something like books, I already know, like my dad does antique stuff and you'd be surprised, some stuff if it's first edition, like with me, I'm usually savvy, I'm usually always trying to look for the deal and stuff. But there's one thing that I wish that I would have invested in is like I'm not necessarily going to be watching every like Harry Potter movie or read every Harry Potter book. Have I seen the movies? Yeah. Have I read the books? No. But what I do know is one of the first edition books is worth a lot of fucking money. And, I started doing research on stuff like that. You'd be really surprised if you can just kind of keep your pulse on maybe the anticipation of something being big and, taking advantage. I mean, you could go from, buying a book for $50 and having a book being worth, I mean, you put the price out there on some of those. It's just wild. And that's all that because like I like to be able to keep up in the sport world, but also like pop culture. And if I'm a collector and it's like if I know it's not like I'm gonna necessarily gonna flip it, you know what I mean? But if I can see potential in it, and if I got to a point if I needed money, would I be able to get more than what I paid? And I look for things like that, little collector things, and trying to grow into NASCAR a little bit. I'll see if what chase item I want, but it better be better than the time where I ordered the chase autograph and then they sent it to a PO box in like South Carolina, and then I got refunded. That was stupid. But still got a Julio with that, so that ended up working out. All right, we're up by 3. What's good? Sharp with the dunk. Let's go. 197 Blazers. I doubt we'll win this game, but you never know. No Steph. It's Klay's birthday. Klay's at 28. He's pacing for what, 36 or more? I mean, it depends if the game slows down to free throws. All right, let's see what happens here. 101-97, Rip City. 9:55 left in the fourth quarter. Klay, no good. Thank God. Come on, Blazers. Let's go. All right, come on, Anthony. At the top of the key, 2-man game, pick and roll. Watford with the pick and pop. Let's go. 103-97, Blazers. Let's go, baby. Scholastic. I always liked that shit. You know, when you were at school and they had that shit set up, be like, yeah, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm fucking there, dude. I'm like buying shit when everyone else is like doing their fucking work or whatever. You know, I would always go in there and look for the rare sports stuff. Try to get in there with the Goosebumps, Choose Your Own Adventure, all the sport related stuff that they had. They had cool posters and kind of. I still have a lot of that shit like in my childhood like bedroom area because my mom never touched that after like I moved out and. You know, a lot of that stuff like bookcase, like my childhood bookcase is still intact. And I got some really dope stuff in there, like some astrology stuff, some star stuff that I was into, dinosaur stuff, like some really epic dinosaur stuff. Ooh, Wiggins for 3. Yeah, it's always cool to be able to like kind of reminisce. 103-100 Portland, 8:40 left in the fourth quarter. Come on, baby. Yes, Walker for 3, baby. Yes. 106-100 Portland. Jordan Poole. Congrats, bro. Poole at the line makes the first. Poole's having a good game too. What is he at? 25 now? 8 for 15, 5 for 8 from 3, 4 for 4 from the line, and he has got 25, 6, and 1. Poole, second free throw is good. Of course it is. 106-102 Blazers. Come on, baby. There we go. Nice layup, baby. 108-102 Blazers. 8:03 left. Dude, Jordan Poole's like, fuck it, I'm going to shoot every shot. He's like, Klay, it's your birthday. I don't give no fucks. Better at 3, though. Oh, steal by the Warriors. Oh, here he is. Cherry picking, motherfucker. 108-104 Blazers. Nice job. Jordan Poole's a great player. I would love to have him on the Blazers. It's, you know how the cherry picking goes. That shit don't fly when you're at the fucking playground. Or even when you're playing like on a team, or I mean, that's just bullshit, dude. Some like easy bucket shit. Oh, nice crossover. Ooh, Anthony tried to throw it down. He got rejected. Poole for another 3. You got to be fucking kidding me, dude. No, he's dancing. Motherfucker is dancing. Fuck out of here. 108-107.
Gwendolyn tweets, just eating tiny tacos and drinking a Red Bull in the school parking lot, which gives me an idea. Introducing Red Bull energy infusions in 2 flavors that go great with my tiny tacos. Hey Gwen, want to be our college intern?
He shot the 3. He made it. He did that. (108-107) Portland, 7:17 left in the fourth quarter. Could go either way, but like I said, I mean, just the flow of the game, and I don't know, they just rely too much on Dame, and I can't count on Simons every game. Just, sometimes you just feel outmatched, even if the team isn't that much better than you. But they got a couple guys that are automatic, as we know. So, and no Steph, so more opportunities. And they got toughness. I wish we had toughness. I would really enjoy Draymond on the Blazers, even if it was just for a year or two. Like if I could, like the sports gods, if I could make that happen. Like it's like I'm not expecting, Draymond comes to Blazers, we win the championship. No, but it'd just be cool to be able to see how he would interact with Portland fans and just to see how much better we get toughness wise if you get a guy like that. So it'd be something cool to see. Oh, bro, so lit. My bro always say lit.
For just $6, you can get your choice between 2 sandwiches plus my classic taco, curly fries.
Liddy, how are you, bro? How many fantasy basketball leagues are you in now? Like 6? What's good, bro? We missed you. The youngest mod of the channel, the baby boy, Elliot Evans. Only thing he eats is pepperoni pizza. You ask him to eat anything else, he will decline. And the pizza has to be free from his friends. What a deal, dude. All you do is eat pepperoni pizza and then you get it for free. What a life. It's cool, man. It sounds like you and your friends are you're having a good time, dude. Oh wow. Heck yeah, dude, that's cool. It's good, man. It's good for you to experience life. When you're younger like this, things will change when you hit your mid-20s and 30s. Fucking soak that up and make sure you keep touch with your close friends. It's always good to be able to have like a meetup once a year with like 3 or 4 of them. It's definitely harder to do that as you get older. But if you got a few people, which I know you do, it shouldn't be too hard. 108, 107 Blazers. Yeah, I think it would be. You're 50. You're an expert. You're like this. I hate baseball. Everything sucks. You're like, I only do NFL really, and then now you're just like the sports guru. You're gonna be doing like betting, and you're like doing all these other things that you didn't think that you would do, and you're doing really good at them. So like I said, you put in some commitment. You put in some commitment on whatever you like, and you'd be surprised on what kind of results you get, and you fucking may surprise yourself. I mean, I already know what NBA fantasy is like, and you're a madman. That shit takes more dedication than doing NFL, and I'm a crazy person with that. I'm doing like during fantasy season, I'm on there like 3-4 hours a day. 110, 109 Blazers. Nice job. I miss you, bro. Good to have you in the room. It's always good when Elliot comes through. Hope everything is going good with your family and friends, and we missed you, man. Try to come through, even if it's only for a little bit. I know you're busy. You got things you're doing with your friends and whatnot. But even just coming through for even a couple minutes, just and then if you got a dip, it's always good to especially if I'm going to be going for 3 to 4 hours almost every day. There'll be some time, like today, which is awesome. Just watching the Blazers probably lose. Oh, Jordan Poole is hot. It's litty, he said. Oh my. Jordan Poole shoots it, and he's like, hey. That's him right now. No Steph Curry, no problem. 114, 110, Warriors. Put your tongue back in your mouth, motherfucker. Poole, he's good. Jeremy Grant. Let's go. 114, 112, Warriors. Yeah, you were chilling. You were spying. You were prowling. That's cool, man. We miss you, dude. Yeah, I think going to a baseball game with you and your friends, I think that would be an experience. If we ever could make that happen, you'll see like what it's like. You got to be able to go with the right people. You go with the right people, you can go from like a good experience to like maybe something like legendary. Definitely have to get you the right seats too. We don't have to be front row, but you have to be off first base, right? And yeah, depending on where the netting is at the stadium, and then you want to be about like 15 to 20 rows back, right on the aisle. So that way, if a ball goes up and down, you have one person that can leap up and down, and that'll give you a chance to get a ball. You can do first base, third base. You could do, but it's harder there, and you're banking on more lefties. It's definitely much harder to get a ball on that side, but is doable. What's new with you, bro? Just spending a lot of time hanging out, chilling with the friends, eating the pizza, all the pepperoni pizzas. Oh, the pepperoni pizza. Elliot Peb Evans. 114, 114. All right, we're knotted up at 114, 4:45 left. I assume we will lose somehow, some way with no defense, but let's find out. Oh, good rebound by the Blazers. Fucking rip that shit like Brian Grant used to. He's like, give me that shit. Or like a Buck Williams rebound. Let's go, Jeremy Grant. And one, baby. Yeah. 116, 114. And let's see if we can get the and one. Oh, my. You be eating the chicken. Hey, chicken is good too, bro. What you doing? You like wings? You like the KFC? You like Popeyes? You got like a certain other brand close to your house in your hometown state that has something? I mean, everyone's got the local stuff too, and sometimes the local stuff can be even better than the big brand stuff. Everyone has that special spot, that's like local to them. I'm going to be going to that spot, the Sisters and Brothers in Seattle. And me and my buddy are going to eat there. We missed out last time because I got the ball and the game went late. And then they closed like an hour early. But that's going to be the best meal I had in my life. The Nashville hot chicken. I've never had chicken better than that place in my entire life. It was unbelievable. Sides are unbelievable too. Klay for three, in and out. Like I would drive 3 hours just to eat chicken and food and drink at this particular place in Seattle. That's not normal. That would have to like be the best thing that, who's going to do that? And that's like some Harold and Kumar shit, maybe even further. I mean, that's like going into a whole nother fucking state just to eat because they don't even have it in Oregon. But I'm telling you, if you go there, it is unbelievable. And even if they have different levels, like zero, naked, and they have the different spices with the chicken, the crispiness, and you can tell the way that they do there. It's like, it's very hard to describe. It's so good. Like I said, I had the mac and cheese made from scratch with the bacon, and then had, I think it came with like a Rainier beer, like a local beer, tall boy, and then the chicken pieces, or you can do chicken and waffles, or you can do just like the chicken strip or like the pieces. And I have never experienced something like that. And yeah, it's always a must. When I tell my buddy Justin, I was like, listen, dude, we can eat whatever, and we're gonna make sure that we got enough money in whatever room service, or we're gonna eat here. But that's like definitely a must if we're gonna be there for a night or two. It's like I can't not be there in Seattle and then not go there, even if we have a schedule. Like there was times where we would go to see Broncos, Seattle, and Mariners in like a 2-day stretch and like stay for 2 or 3 days or whatever. But 117, 114 Blazers. Oh, you're mutating like a Ninja Turtle. You're just like going, you're evolving. You like the Buffalo Wild Wings taste really good. Expensive, but you have a lot of options with the sauces, which makes it cool. You can always switch it up to like some barbecue, or then you like some lemon pepper and stuff. So yeah, Mexican is always good. You can eat Mexican half of the week. Easy. No. Got a flop there by Jordan Poole. Get that rebound. We're up by 3. Simons. Stir fries, street tacos, delicious. Oh, yes. You like the lemon pepper? Yeah. But you tried it, though, right? Sometimes you got to try some of those other ones, and you'd be surprised. The sauces, every place is probably similar because it's obviously that chain, like Buffalo Wild Wings. But, some of the stuff that you maybe would like upset the stomach and it was too spicy and stuff, maybe you can find something that's more mild but flavorful. Something other than, lemon pepper is lemon pepper, but I guarantee there's going to be at least another one that you would like. You just have to be able to find that one. Yeah, no one wants bubble guts when they're trying to enjoy a good meal, so totally feel you. 117, 114, Portland. Jordan Poole dancing around, in and out, and a miss. 2:25 left. in and out. Yeah, everyone's got their favorites. So everyone's got the taste of the bun or the burger, or they have a really good fry or onion ring. Like everyone's got a spot that's got that it thing. Wiggins for 3, in and out. DiVincenzo for 3, in and out. Green falls down, and then no foul call. Unbelievable. Here we go. Yes, Jeremy Grant with the layup. Let's go, brother. 119, 114. Let's go. That was surprising. Draymond tries to force it in with a 15-yard pass like an idiot. Turnover. That was a good deflection by the Blazers. I mean, you can't be just trying to throw it in between 4 hands or 6. There we go. Dame going to the line. Oh, hey, oh, yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I think the closest one to me, I think is like 30 minutes. I mean, I have to look on the map to see if I go a different direction from where I live, if those cities out towards that way, because, everyone has, depending on where you live. But if I go in like 3 different directions, I can go to different spots close to me, like right on those roads. It's not like I have to go down one road and it leads me to like a highway. Like I have options to depending on what path I'm going, I guess, where I live. So kind of a cool spot. So you're like kind of on the edge. And so wherever you need to go, you have options that are going to be not too far. And you get a different type of feel from each town. They're not all the same, And then if you go a little bit further towards the beach, that's where all the wine country stuff is out there. I don't go there, but I see a lot of people do, though. 121, 114. I would go to a brewery, though. I mean, we do have some badass ones of those, but usually those are further towards like the coast and whatnot. Jordan Poole at the top of the key. He desperately wants to shoot. DiVincenzo in and out. Yes. Oh, dives into the front row. Knocks over a girl. The girl's like 10 in the front row. The mom and dad are like, oh, my God. At least he didn't like crash into her. All right, here we go. We're up by 7. Let's go. 1 minute 14 to go. Let's fucking win this shit. Let's go, baby. Nasir for 3. No good. Jordan Poole. All the way. And it's good. $121, $116. Nice pass right there. Yes, sir. Let's go. Hey. There we go. 123, 116. Good passing there for that easy dunk. Oh, brutal. You're like, oh, dude, we're going to get you're not going to have to go far away. Oh, and you'd always be going there. It's pretty reasonably be like most places that have them. It's not like super expensive. It's like, and then especially if the taste is going to be better than KFC and you already had KFC, then it's like, okay, let me switch it up a little bit. And then a lot of times people will go there and then they kind of stick with it. I mean, it just depends on if, where you're at and who you're with. So it's a Dame triple-double. 33, 12, and 10. Dog catcher's like, I'm on the fucking stats, dog. Yes, you are. Damian Lillard, 39 minutes, 8 for 21. Not a good percentage. 1 for 7 for 3, but who fucking cares? But this is a good one. 16 for 16 at the line. Dame time. Okay? 12 assists and 10 rebounds. And let's include 1 steal as well. Let's go. There we go. Shitty from the percentage and from deep, but we came back. We can't lose with Steph not playing. I mean, that'd be a tough way to stomach. Like, you suck that bad that we can't even compete if one of the best players in the NBA is not playing on their team. Oh, DiVincenzo for 3. This guy's good. So I'm shooting like I did at Villanova. Oh, stolen. DiVincenzo for another three. Oh, missed. Yes, Blazers ball. Holy shit. They're all trying to come back now. We're only up by 4. 123, 119 with 19 seconds left. Cashing down from the charity stripe. Oh, you do? Yeah, Klay and Poole are money, but then Steph, yeah, you got to make sure you have like a backup plan. So to have all three, you might not have all three play good together, but if they did, then of course you're racking in even more points. What did you say you were? 15-1? My boy, dude, good job. See, you and it's like right away. You've only been doing it like for a little while, like a year or something, 6 months to a year, and you're already diving into something that you probably didn't think. It's one thing to go from NFL fantasy football, but if you do it for other sports, it's fucking baseball and basketball. That's another level. You really got to read a lot. I mean, you can do based off name recognition, but if you really want to be able to win and, kind of set your mark, you got to be able to find the sleepers too. $10. Let's get to a hundo. Wait, what? 90 to go? Is that what we need, Sarah? A big 9-0. We'll get there. Still got a little bit of time, maybe up to an hour. So sometimes you got to be able to keep grinding it out, and hopefully we'll get the right people, and we'll save the day. 123, 119, Blazers. They just fouled the Blazers there. On GP2. Oh, he just shot the free throw. He made it. All right, 2 for 2 from the line. Nice job. 125, 119 with 16 seconds left. Nice from GP2 right there. Klay from 3, in and out. Oh, he's going to Portland? Wow. Yeah, Big Jim Cruz was here. He's going to be here until Friday, but he's here for like work and stuff. But we haven't linked yet. But I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I mean, sometimes it's just not meant to be that one trip that you're there. But sometimes people come back, It's more than just one time visiting somewhere. Jordan Poole. Klay for 3. And the Blazers win 125, 122. Dame time, baby. There we go. Good shit. All right, what do we want to do for I'm going to turn on AEW, so this is over. And then we can go into like food or anything else that we want to go over. I mean, since the game is over. So I'm going to still watch AEW, and I'm going to be on here for at least another probably hour, trying to grind it out. And hopefully we can get a few more people to come through and show some love. And, oh, shit, The Flash is back. Oh, shit. Season 9, episode 1. Oh, my God. I love The Flash. I've watched every episode. So I got AEW, The Flash, The Simpsons, King of the Hill, and then some other programs. Oh, my God, I'm excited. I knew it was coming back soon, but I mean, I'll always, they got South Park. Ooh, South Park new one. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Well, I guess I know what I'm watching fucking tonight. New South Park and new fucking Flash, either today or tomorrow. Okay. That's always a fun thing, you know what I mean? Like if you have shows, it's like, I like to be able to watch a variety of stuff, but it's like if something that I've stuck with, and I like to be able to complete things. And sometimes you have a show that you have saved on the DVR, totally forgot, and there it is. Oh, look at those fantasy points. Nice job. Game time, baby. All right, I gotta delete some of these photos, and then I'll let you guys kind of decide where we go. If we want to do food, whatever you guys want to do. But I got AEW Dynamite. They have the Dame interview. I'm gonna watch this, and then I'm gonna go to AEW here. I have no idea on any of the matches. I didn't look at any spoilers, so. Yeah, even without Steph, really tough to compete. Yeah, what do we want to do? Start with breakfast food? Should we do Mexican food? What food do we want to do?
Speaking of your offense, you guys are a very good three-point shooting team. They weren't falling like they usually do tonight. How promising is it that you found other ways to score?
I mean, well, that's what good teams do. We're good toward being a really good team.
Oh, really? Yeah, I got a few seasons that I need to kind of. I watched it, and then once like Rick left and stuff, and then a little bit after that, I stopped watching it and stuff. I really enjoyed the show, and I did even the Fear the Walking Dead, the little spinoff. I watched that one too, but I haven't completed each show yet. Just had other things that came across. So, heck yeah, man! Final season. Everyone is different on what they like, but like I said, I like to just be able to put my, my hat in any type of option, of like if this is on, and it's like I always want to give a show a shot and see if it clicks with me, and then if I find that show, then I'll stick with it, and then I watch it usually to the end. So most of the time, especially if I really like it. Nice win, Blazers. 125, 122. Rip City. Yeah, I'll do a Mexican food. All right, game is over. My buddy might message me. He's like, Blazer ball. Survived that one. LOL. Needed that W. And like a funny ass meme. It's my dog. My dog. All right, now I got to go AEW. Maximize every minute that I have. There's Dynamite. The Trios Championship. So that'll be good. Love me some Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Wait up.
I could probably resell it for like $10. Things are finally going my way.
I might have to go get a nib out of the kitchen. Almost 3 hours. I got to kind of see how this Dynamite starts off, and then imagine it'll probably start off with a bang. AEW, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, shit. MJF to start the show? Let's go. I love shit talking in wrestling. I love being able to, just be a microphone assassin. I love the people that are great on the mic. There's definitely a part of the influence of, of those type of things, and me being able to be who I am today. Fuck yeah, MJF is wrestling. Let's go. I like the way the AEW belt looks. JF. Oh, look at you. See, you're already in my good graces, and you know what I mean? By just looking to see. Wow. I did not realize it was that close of a window. I knew it was between maybe, 3 through like maybe like an 8 or 9 at one point, but wow. I mean, you got that many teams that are only separate, so a lot can happen then. Obviously, tomorrow with the trade deadline and injuries and who gets hot. Konosuke Takeshita. Oh, I love Bryan Danielson. Yeah, it's like with Bryan Danielson coming over and Moxley, that was big, for AEW's success. Like to really give you a reason, even if you're a WWE fan, if you love those guys, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna follow my favorites where they go. It's not like all of a sudden they leave. I'm just gonna be like, well, nope, I'm gonna quit on that guy or that girl. I'm gonna, you invest and you have your favorites and you root for them. I found my Scott Hall figure today, by the way. Incredible moment for me. Awesome. NWO Scott Hall too. He squeezes his leg and he does like a movement. Those figures are the best.
It's an amazing opportunity. I think it shows the character of Takeshita that he could shake MJF's hand.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I like it, like with the NJPW, ROH, like you get some of the Japanese wrestlers and you get an ability to be able to see them if you don't watch those other federations. I like that, Yeah, I'm super hungry now. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like, I love options. Just give me options. Give me lots of toppings. MJF and firm control so far. They're chanting Maxi Pad. Maxi Pad. Oh my God. I got some like steamed carrots and we had like a chicken. Let me see what it is a crock pot slow cooker recipe that we did with like cream of chicken soup and some like 4 chicken breasts and kind of tastes like stuffing. And then with the carrots that you have in there as well. So they're like crispy and crunchy, not too soft. I need to go grab a little bit. I will be right back.
There's a lot in the arsenal of MJF. And that too, quite the figure. As we noted last week, when Bryan Danielson was in the ring to manufacture a man that loves to employ the Fujiwara armbar, MJF, salt of the earth, Fujiwara armbar, one of his favorite submission tactics, guys. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, MJF has won so many matches with that whole. There's a lot of different ways the champ can beat you, but it's not going to be easy with his opponent right now, it's Takeshita for sure. As you just saw, we're going to be coming to Sunrise, Florida, and Baltimore very, very soon. In the springtime, look forward to that. Explorer into the corner. MJF got a little overzealous and Takeshita made him pay. Yeah, that was definitely a good job on that suplex right there for sure. That high collar, that exploder. But the arm is bothering Takeshita. You can see it right there. Right now, you can see he's got an issue. Oh, and running boot. Knee again. And Takeshita one more time into the jaw of MJF. Perhaps thinking third time's the charm. Be careful here, kid. Takeshita closes. No, instead MJF close him up off the ropes. MJF looking for the hammer throw into the ropes. Oh, yeah, tried to elevate up and over that top. Takeshita caught him. Great job by Takeshita right there. MJF never expected that. Tremendous anticipation by that Japanese phenomenon. Sheer drop, brainbuster, the cover, 2, and oh, very close. They get frustrated here, though. And then, look how Takeshita is holding that arm palm upward. That is not a good sign. It's not a good sign. He's probably got either he's got something to rub in with his elbow or his tricep, possibly. MJF is not moving one bit. Respects right there to the late great Eddie Guerrero. And loving here in El Paso. I respect that. And show respect towards Eddie, but man, that frog space has got to be laying on your arms as you go.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. Looks like the match is still going good. Megan with a $5. Thank you. Appreciate you. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. What would you like to see? Let me know what you want, and I got you. It's good. Crockpot recipe. $15. Let's get to a hundo. You never know. We can still get there. Still got another maybe 45 minutes. So we still got time. Still have an opportunity. Anything new in the Seattle Seahawk world? Anything that they've been talking about through like their beat writers or? I mean, sometimes it gets kind of slow. Everyone's kind of doing their own evaluations and hoping that they get the right player.
His head just carved off that third post, and now Takeshita regains the advantage. Yeah, I don't think that MJF expected this right now.
Yeah, he's a good player in college. I don't really know how it's going to translate in the NFL. It depends on the team, but before he got hurt, he was pretty amazing. But college and pros are two totally different things, though. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Like I said, the dominoes will fall, and then you'll know exactly what you're going to do, more than likely, or a better idea after that first one goes off the board. Yeah, but sometimes you just got to try to visualize, him throwing to DK and Lockett, and if the offensive line was good enough for him to, kind of run around and make plays like he does in college, that's what you're trying to be able to compare to see. Sometimes it's hard to even visualize someone on your team, I think on any team, but sometimes there's some truth to film, and sometimes it's just that might be a guy they're looking at and maybe it's not. I mean, what's going on with Gino? Is it look like that they're not going to sign him? Oh, wow. Big move on MJF. Yeah. Plus, when Tennessee beat Bama, I mean, that was Bama always has NFL players, and that was not something that happens very often. Yeah. But what's the vibe feel? Like the mock draft people are acting like Gino is gone. But until Gino actually signs or doesn't sign, then you can't really be like, well, we're drafting a quarterback. But I mean, what if Gino gets signed, then you're not going to be looking at a guy as high, maybe, or maybe they will. I mean, but I would assume there's going to be a lot more needs if Gino stays than spending a second round pick on a Hendon Hooker. You would much be smarter to do defense or O line. But we'll see. It'll be interesting for sure. I've heard that too. Yeah. I mean, they haven't really been saying a whole lot besides looking promising, which means that negotiations are still in talks. So, they actually think he's staying. And then with that, if they believe that he's staying, what is the vibe based off some of the people in some of those rooms? They like it, or they don't like it, or they like it, but they just don't want to pay too much. Because, I mean, I liked what I saw this year. And a lot of the losses and stuff wasn't really on the offensive side, more on the defensive side. Not JT in the building. What to do? I mean, I'm going to do a video probably in a couple days, but, I always have my kind of breakdown of teams, but I have to look at injury reports, see who's going to be playing in the game, who's not, and, just kind of evaluating. But the Eagles are the better team overall. But both teams have scored the same amount of points in the season, have the same record. Everything is very identical, but I think that the, O-line, D-line, defense, you could definitely say the Eagles might have the advantage there. And usually if you have the advantage in those spots, you win. And then coaching, you could always get a little advantage out of Pete Carroll and not Pete Carroll, excuse me. I'm looking at the photo, but Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy. But yeah, I mean, I could still see the Chiefs winning too. I mean, a lot of times we think that a game is going to be a blowout, like AFC, NFC championship game. So we think, this game's going to be close, the Eagles and Niners, and it ended up being a blowout. And then the one that we thought that could have been, maybe a blowout ended up being close. So it's like, and regardless of which direction, close, blowout, close, it's, no one really knows. I mean, we got a lot of Chief people on the channel, and it really would be exciting, for them to win. But I feel that their team isn't as good as the Eagles. I think it's a fair analysis. The Eagles are the best team in football, and you would have to play a perfect game and get a little lucky if the Chiefs were going to win. I mean, Eagles are pretty solid all the way around. $32. Well, I think they were already saying that more than likely it would be 35 to 39.25 or 39.50. You know what I mean? Like, so if that's the case, then yeah, then maybe they are going to just draft someone or get another free agent quarterback that's cheaper. But yeah, we will see. I'll get you some Jim Zorn. Takeshita and MJF first match on AEW, pretty good. Blazers won 125-122. Dame with a triple double. I saw the Jim Zorn photo that you liked on like Twitter or Instagram. It's cool to be able to see certain things like that. I mean, sometimes people's timelines, if they like something, it'll show up on my timeline and whatnot. But yeah, anytime, I mean, like I say, it's not like you're going to be able to, come across stuff. I mean, if it's like someone that's doing vintage photos or is a Seahawk vintage photo guy, then of course you're going to be able to get some cool stuff every once in a while. And MJF with the win. MJF put the ring back on. Big clothesline. Does it? I don't know. Some stuff, I think it's just based off, some could be perception, but I mean, if you're going to be a mouthy player and you're getting a triple double like a season or 2 seasons, no one denies that. But if you're still going to be kind of, a certain way, like mouthy, and you're not producing the same way, people start to get fed up with some stuff like that. It's like if you're going to talk shit, you got to be able to back it up. And maybe you were getting the triple doubles before, but Lakers had too many fucking point guards on that team, and they actually got better by getting the 3 players, including D'Angelo Hall, to go back. But Brian Danielson just came out. Yeah, nice win for the Blazers. I mean, Steph Curry didn't play, so it was kind of like a cheap win. Like, if they don't have their best player on their team, besides Klay, and we can't beat them, I mean, we're a crappy team this year. So, I mean, we're 27-28. So, but yeah, thank you for the little congrats. It's always good. I mean, like I said, I think now we're 3-12 out of the games that I've watched this season on YouTube when they've just been on. It's not very good. And 2-0 in person. So. Now we got probably another half hour to 45 minutes until we have to call it a day. So 30 to 45 minutes to go. Hopefully we'll get a few more people maybe to stop by. If not, then we'll just go back at it tomorrow. But tomorrow will be Bucks and Lakers, Giannis and LeBron. So that'll be interesting. All right, Samoa Joe and Wardlow. Jameson's fed up. He's like, "Fuck that guy. Our team is better now." I don't know if everyone. I mean, like I said, when he was on OKC with Harden and KD, gosh, I mean, if they were able to figure it out and stay together, that could have been something special. But each one of them is kind of a me guy, and after a while, me players, other guys don't want to play with me guys necessarily as you get older. They might be ring chasing and whatnot, but it's like more about chemistry rather than just being someone that always wants the ball in their hands. Oh, the bunny. Well, he was already there, and then they got rid of him because he snitched. And now he's back. So, skilled player. We got Jamie Hayter coming out. Hayter.
should fight that, baby. It's kicking off awesomely. If that is a word, I think awesomely is a word.
Gonna find out as well. You mentioned earlier it's Delaware weather. Brian Danielson makes it to Revolution, that 60-minute Iron Man match against that low life, no good MJF. Worthless.
Stiff. Yeah. Right now, Jamie Hayter, the Bunny, power elbow tie-up center of the ring, as was the stipulation with MJF.
So another Detlef stuff I can find. Like I said, limited stuff that I can find as far as like HD formatted stuff, but I can find other sizes though.
I said it in the last match, I'll say it again. When you can get the ring, work a world champion, especially in an eliminated match, it's always an amazing opportunity to show what you got against the best. And that's what the Bunny's got right here. That's what Takeshita had in the last match.
Yeah, Sonic's always had cool jerseys.
Challenger and a former champion. He's speaking from experience. It's very important to get in there with the world champion. It can't be said enough. The Bunny with the elbow caught Jamie Hayter.
Oh, the Bunny and Jamie Hayter going after it.
Well, the Bunny has, she has, a lot of in-ring experience for a lot of years with a lot of success. I mean, she won the first one-on-one women's singles match here in AEW history at Fighter Fest 2018. That's huge.
Yes, it is. But she's a very unstable person, which a lot of times it's very dangerous.
Yeah, well, I think it's kind of a given thing. I mean, if you see it on the court and you've seen it in his whole career, he doesn't really seem like he's the most easy to get along with. So I think some of the criticism has, oh, shit. Yeah, but it's like Russell Westbrook, Kyrie, Durant. Like, I think a lot of people understand that certain players are good, but sometimes it's just like certain players are difficult to, like, play with, work with, Because, I mean, if it was so easy, then how come the Nets weren't able to win with Harden, one of the best ever, KD and Kyrie? You get a dribbler, scorer. You get KD, the all-around guy, and then the Harden. But it shows you it's and at that time they had fucking Aldridge and like Blake Griffin, even though they're old as fuck at that point, but still, you know what I mean. All right, we got a few minutes to go. Probably another, let's see, 7, maybe 27 minutes, something like that. We'll probably go to the 3 hour and 30 mark. That's probably where we're going. Then we'll call it a day there. And then like I said, then we'll be back tomorrow and we'll grind it out again. So let me know where you want to go picture wise beyond here of whatever we want to go into. Not JT, you want anything? You haven't been in the room in a bit. Anything else that you want to be able to see? We can go out down any avenue that you want. And then I'll hang out with Paisley. Went to the dispensary and got all kinds of goodies. So I'm ready for that. Do some reading. Got some shows to watch. The Flash. I'm excited about that. Still need to catch up on The Last of Us. And I know they're doing The Last of Us season, I think, episode 5 on Friday night instead of Sunday because of the Super Bowl. So if you're watching that show, you'll be able to catch that episode on Friday. I'm a nerd, so that's why I know that. Anytime something's new like that, I'm all about that. Yeah, well, there's always going to be villains everywhere.
I'll do Dunkin' Run.
Yeah, me too. I will also go on the Dunkin' Run. I like donuts.
Time for a Dunkin' Run. Add a $1 donut to any medium or larger coffee. Will remain radio.
I gotta delete some of these other photos, make some
Oh,
room.
my goodness. It's time for the good news of the week.
And boy, do we need it. Well, this Safe Driver Save Money with the Snapshot app from Progressive. How do you feel?
Yeah, I think most Laker fans did not like Russell Westbrook, period. I'm not sure if a lot of people were like, oh, I like this.
This is the feel good news of the week.
I would assume it's like 10% of the fan base might have liked it. maybe even lower than that amount. Yeah, no problem. I wish there was more that I could give you. I'm like looking, but there's just a lot of stuff is just like blurry. I can find others though. I just have to keep looking, and then hopefully I can get ones that are odd shape that I can format. But I found one. So sometimes you just got to work with what you can have, even if it's not going to be perfect. There's one. All-Star deadlift against Penny Hardaway. Very cool. Did not think I was going to get that one to go over. Yeah. And I'll keep looking as, when we keep doing this, I imagine I'll be able to find other keywords, and then maybe I'll find other opportunities, because sometimes I got to go down other than just deadlift shrimp. Like sometimes you can put in like the first name, or maybe, you'll find other keywords to use, and then it opens up more options for you. And then I get something like that. Yeah, I don't own any high-end All-Star jersey, but one day, I'm going to, I don't know which one it'll be, if it'll be like Pro Bowl football one, or All-Star basketball, or All-Star baseball. It'll probably be All-Star baseball, honestly. But yeah, the All-Star basketball ones are very unique too. They have some really cool designs over the years. Like probably some of the best All-Star jerseys in general. Like if you go back and look at the stuff on Mitchell and Ness that's All-Star related from like the 80s and 90s, very clean. Some of them are very unique designs. A lot of those ones are much better back then too than current All-Star looks, for sure. And then I know Mandalorian is like in like 3 weeks. Fuck yeah, I'm ready.
Hey guys, I'm here with Soraya and Tony Storm. Ladies, congratulations on your victory from last week. But I also know that you did get to see the AEW Women's Champion Jamie Hayter in action.
We did get to see her. Congratulations, you won, baby girl. Good job. But you're just like every other person in AEW. You're a loser. You know what? As a matter of fact, leave her, baby girl. Come in here. Leave her. Come here. Isn't she adorable? Look at her. Look at her. Wait, doesn't your name begin with L? Oh, listen, you know what? That is actually perfect. Sorry, Renee. You want to do the honors? Sure, yeah, go for it. Oh, there we go. Leave her. Get down, stupid. Yeah, hey. Look what I found. Oh, look what I found. Oh, no. Oh, look at the back, too. All right, there we go. We're not here to make friends with the girl. We're here to take it back.
And I found a college one. This one's pretty cool. Look at this one. When he played at the University of Washington. Oh. Every once in a while, I just got to be able to dive down the rabbit hole, and then every once in a while I can find some greatness like that. Very cool. You don't see a lot of that. I'll tell you what, a lot of the stuff you'll see is NBA, but there is some sprinkled.
We talk about championship fight night here tonight on Dynamite. Some very high stakes world title matches still to come, but also the Garcia Guevara gauntlet match.
I just like stuff that fits the whole screen, but hell, sometimes the coolest stuff won't be full screen. It'll just be a smaller formatted photo, and that it does it justice. Oh yeah, there's another one. See, and some of those you might have never seen before. Holly in the building. How are you? We got about probably 21 minutes to go. Nah, I wouldn't say that. I just try to use keywords. Hey, it's Google. Keywords, try to find it, but I'm just always trying to be able to dig a little bit deeper, and sometimes one thing will go down another rabbit hole, and then you click on that one, and then that one turns into another, and then it's oh my gosh. Hopefully this one. Oh my gosh. I got a basketball card. 86 Fleer. Look at this. You'll trip. Look at this. 86 Fleer. 87 Fleer. Excuse me. 87 Fleer. 1987 Fleer. Look at Detlef. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I got to take the banner down. What a clean. These ones were always off-centered. So if you wanted to get these and get them graded, good luck. But they always had the coolest cards. 86, was with the Jordan rookie one that I had, and so lots of rookie cards in that one. But this 87 Fleer set is very cool. It's one of the coolest sets. I mean, 86 gets all the love, but this is one of the more desirable sets for basketball, and very iconic. Look at that. It doesn't even look like him, really. You got the little mustache and everything. Crazy.
16 years of age or older suggested to attend. Produced by Outback Presents. Are your windows drafty, broken, or is your energy bill on the rise? Champion is here to help.
Good to have you in the room. What do you want to see for photos? I can throw something up here for you. I got 20 minutes to go, so we want to make sure that we can accommodate everyone that's in the room early on or later. I got you. Okay, I can do that too. Yeah, I'll sprinkle in some of the throwback stuff for the Sonics the last 20 minutes, and I can throw in a couple photos for Holly too. And yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Got to get your daily dose of your favorite things. Got to make sure everyone is looked after. And we're getting closer. Wednesday, a few more days. I imagine the Chief fans and Eagle fans, this is like torture. Like, can we just get the game over with already? Let's go. Anticipation.
With CardioMobile, the FDA-cleared personal EKG device, you can take a medical-grade EKG in just 30 seconds from anyone. CardioMobile is proven to detect atrial fibrillation, one of the leading causes of stroke. CardioMobile is now available for just $79. Order at cardiomobile.com or Amazon.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite live on TBS. We kicked off championship fight. That was an incredible AEW World Championship eliminator match between MJF and Konosuke Takeshita, but Taz, it was marred by what happened after the bell. Absolutely, MJF went a little too far, in my opinion. Put that Dynamite down the ring, he cracked Takeshita, split him open, and then out came Danielson to return the favor and kind of saved the day right there for sure. Travesty is what it was.
Look at a corgi, feel better. Look at 3 corgis, feel even more better. Appreciate you. A boom, 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 bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, $2 holla. Appreciate you. All right, let's take a quick look. We got some older players.
Everybody was talking about you like you were the next big thing, and I'll give you credit, big man. You're really good, but you're no match for a generational talent such as myself. Don't lose, but nobody is. Bryan Danielson, you treat me like I'm some sort of scumbag. These fans treat me like I'm a scumbag. You know, I don't know if you people hate me because I'm twisted, or if I became twisted because you people hate me. But here's what I do know.
I was going to envision Sam Perkins shooting threes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just certain, games and people. It's just that high arcing 3-point shot. He actually was really good for three for the, being a big man. Sweet jersey, sweet colors. Kind of reminds me of the Ducks. $17. Let's get to a hundo. All right, we can try. We'll be back tomorrow.
Beautiful sun-kissed brown skin, amazing light brown eyes, short curly brown hair, and the most infectious smile you've ever seen. She was perfect. So I walked up to her. I said, "Baby, let's go for a spin." We hopped on my beautiful blue Camaro. I got to drive it, and she got to distracting me. Once she finished that up, I decided it was time to put the pedal to the metal, and unfortunately that night it was raining like cats and dogs. We then hydroplaned and we went roaring, spinning off the road. I panicked. I went to put my foot on the brakes, and instead I hit the accelerator, and at 90 miles an hour, boom! We hit a telephone pole. When I woke up and I came to, I tasted pennies in my mouth. I didn't know why. I was confused. I was concussed. I looked down. My hands were covered in blood. And I looked at my sweet Liv. Her head had cracked my windshield. She was not moving at all, and I put my finger underneath her nose, and thank God she was breathing. And then off in a distance, police sirens began to roar. There it was, Dragon, adversity. In that moment, I found out what type of man I am. You want to know who I am? Dragon? I'm the type of guy who grabbed Liv's lifeless body and switched seats with her, so when the cops showed up, I wasn't the one driving. In this life, there are winners and there are losers. The history books don't care how you get the job done. You want to talk about exposing me, Dragon? The night I expose you. You will be met with adversity, and everybody watching at home will know that you don't have the guts, you don't have to marry, you don't have the balls to do what it takes to be a winner. There will be no match on March 5th at Revolution. There will be no Iron Man match, and you will never, ever.
Damn, MJF going crazy. Oh, I got a nice Nate McMillan one. Kind of like this one. All right, Nate. I like it. That's a nice, sharp picture right there. Like it.
It is official. The AEW World Champion MJF is the worst person in the world. This is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Garcia-Guevara Gauntlet match, where Ricky Starks will face Chris Jericho tonight if he can defeat 3 members of the Jericho Appreciation Society. I have no words for our world champion.
Epic photo. Yeah, we're all here for everybody. Like I said, not, things are going to be good and some days are going to be more challenging, but I appreciate everyone that comes through, even if it's just for a few minutes. It's always makes my day better. And hopefully it makes your guys' day better too for the people that are here. Even if it's just slightly, but sometimes that's all you need is just a little bit of just good vibes can go a lot further than people think. We got Ricky Starks coming out. Another trade from the Spurs. Absolute Ricky Starks. The white version of the Sonic jersey, pretty fucking clean too. Green one really pops and looks good, but the white, man, that's kind of a vibe right there. Lots of memories, man. They were very explosive. Anything specifically that you want to see, Holly? We got 12 minutes to go. It could be anything. Anything. I did see that Gordon Ramsay is coming back. The one show with the different levels. It'll be like season 2 of it, where they have like the elevator that has the plates of the food, and you have a limited time, and there's like first floor, second floor, basement, and whatnot. It's very cool. I can't wait to watch that. I'm a big Gordon Ramsay guy, so anytime his stuff comes in, whether it's like MasterChef Junior, I am about that life. Arizona, hey, I love that. Let's do that. But if that makes you happy, that makes me happy. That is like based off Super Bowl because it's there, or just like something else beyond that? Is there something else beyond the fact of that, or did I mean, I'll get something cooler than a Super Bowl photo in Arizona. We'll get something that looks like this. Beautiful. I've heard hiking is epic there. That makes me happy. I just like being outdoors, and then plus if you get to see amazing, landscape stuff. I mean, life is short. Sometimes you got to be able to travel. It's rainy and cold. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay, awesome. Really, everyone's got their own preference on what they want to watch through like Food Network or the different shows that do the cooking competitions and stuff. But I mean, I love it. I can't get enough. If he's doing a show, I'm watching it. And like I watch every show like so intently. My phone isn't even in my hand. Like I put it down to actually like focus on like the people that are the contestants and how their personality is, how they interact with each other. And I like to be able to see people's growth on that channel. Good choice here with the Arizona. Arizona's got so many beautiful landscape photos. I mean, just even look at these three. Are you kidding me? Pretty. There's some kind of blockbuster trade that's about to happen. Something with the Phoenix Suns. I don't know what it is. Sarah, maybe you see it. Oh, seriously. Like, I mean, I can't probably go and run, or if I did, it wouldn't be for that far. But just being around in this type of landscape, I probably wouldn't be able to live somewhere like this, but definitely visiting would be epic for sure. KD to the Suns. Is that what happened? Okay. All right. Ayton to the Mavs. What? Is this a troll job? What are we doing here? Phoenix Suns are closing in on a trade to acquire. The Suns getting Durant, huh? Including Bridges, Cam Johnson, 4 first-round picks. Wow. Durant to the Suns? That's crazy. Ayton to the Mavs. So we're what? Ayton and Kyrie and Luka? Interesting. Holy shit. I knew it was going to get spicy. I mean, I'm about to end the stream in a little bit, but wow. Kevin Durant, huh?
Sasha? All interns must complete the Dunkin' Run. Medium coffee, milk, no sugar, glazed donut, hamburger, jelly donut, iced coffee all year round. You guys.
Time for a Dunkin' Run. Add a $1 donut to any medium or larger coffee. Hey, thanks for helping me out. Of course. You can easily get help.
A lot of it's money, being able to dump salary, and if someone's not coming back anyways, try to get something for somebody before it's too late. But
Just kidding. It's another coffee shop.
It's a little tight in the kitchen.
I could live with it.
You shouldn't live with it. You should love it. When you sit with Redfin, we'll recommend homes you might have missed on your own. This just came on the market. Oh,
yeah, I'm looking at the Twitter.
this is live from PS5.
Wow, I have a lot to look at, obviously, after the stream ends here in a few minutes. But it's not like it's easy for Kevin Durant to win. It's obviously, it shows you that he has to be somewhere where he's going to be able to have help. And I mean, he's been bouncing. I mean, when he was with Golden State, you already were playing with 3 other Hall of Famers and Hall of Fame coach.
DraftKings stepped up same-game parlays. Boost your winnings up to 100% for our biggest payouts ever. Action so good. Why bet NFL playoffs? Where else? What'd you say, Carl?
I mean, some guys are just like kind of like one-on-one players. You know what I mean? But some players make other players better. But I think KD kind of seems more like a 2. He's a superstar, You know what I mean? But it's like doesn't really want to be like the face of the franchise. I don't think it's like it's not really that important to him. But we got a lot going on here in the NBA now. KD and Booker, you're going to need more than that, though. I mean, but maybe they just think if they can have a pairing with one or two people that, things could happen.
Can absolute rookie stars get a shot at Chris Jericho here tonight? Or will Daniel Garcia Sports entertain his walk? Oh, no, look at this. The rolling by Starks. Oh, that's a great counter by Ricky. Went for Smith. Maybe not there. Oh, but the front guillotine. Counter right there by Garcia. Really brought it to the legs and the guillotine.
Yeah, we don't talk about CP3. He chokes too much. So many opportunities to be able to cement the legacy. And then he hooked up with Kim, so now his career is completely over. I mean, we know he's like kind of like Hall of Fame player, but a guy, gosh, I mean, if we're talking about a guy that chokes more than anybody else, it's definitely been him. Talented, but I mean, let's be honest. I mean, there's been so many times that you've been up 3-1, 3-2, and just couldn't get it done. Not all his fault, but sometimes his fault. Yeah, but I don't know. A lot of the players, are me players, but we'll see if they go to another team. We'll see if they can change that. All right, we got a couple minutes to go. We'll cycle through some of these photos one last time, and we'll call it a day. I appreciate you guys very much. And like I said, I'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We got the Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis and LeBron and the Lakers after him breaking the NBA scoring record over Kareem. So I'll be doing that. So let's go through the photos. Final score, 125-122 Blazers. Dame with a triple-double, which was nice. 33 points, 12 assists, 10 rebounds. Nice job, Dame. And it ended up being Dame time. Klay's birthday, with no Steph. He took a lot of shots. And he finished with 31 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 7 for 19 from deep. So just not enough. Then we looked at some deadlift shrimp for Megan. So we'll go through some of these photos. It's always good to go back in time. I love it. 80s, 90s, just great. And you never know. I'll always be able to find something cool, Might not fit, but it'll be something that we probably haven't seen before. And it definitely gives you that old school vibe, and especially the card. The banner has to come down for that. Oh, man. It's a cool card. I mean, just the colors, the borders. But these ones were hell getting graded because they were always off-centered. You could pay $100 for a Michael Jordan and think you're getting a good deal, and then send it to get graded, and then it would be worth less if you got a 7. I mean, that was pretty common. Very hard to get 8, 9s, and 10s in this fucking set. But they have a really unique look, and I love the layout of the card. It just totally encapsulates what basketball was like in the 80s, and I love this set. This might be something I actually look into as I have more money at some point, maybe slowly, piece by piece, trying to collect certain ones in this set. I mean, I already have some, but I like the design a lot. Then Holly came in the room, and so we wanted to make sure that we cheer some people up. Candace in the building. How are you? I'm just about to leave, unfortunately. Since we've been on, I got to get offline just because, girlfriend's daughter has school and can't be. It's right next to the room. So usually I try to cut it off by 10:30 my time or sooner, just to be respectful. And then I'll be back tomorrow, and then we'll try to get back at it. And I think we'll be able to make up for it today. We'll have a better dono day tomorrow. No Nate McMillan, Sam Perkins, very cool. Sean Kemp, look at that. The Rain Man. Really digging the jerseys too, the colors. It's very Oregon Ducks. It's a cool looking jersey. It's very clean. Those ones are cool too. I think I like these ones better, but that also kind of dates yourself in that time period. I kind of like those as well. Let me see some Arizona landscapes for Holly. It's good for the mental health. You either do food or, I mean, I'm always down to be able to look at places too. It's always good for my mental health. If there's water, even better, but I can still appreciate stuff like this. And then we heard about Kevin Durant with the trade, supposedly the Suns, and there's other trades going on right now too. Wild, wild, wild. We'll be talking about that tomorrow.
But Billy, specifically for you, I mean, you've really been in the middle of all of this for the last few weeks. How are you feeling ahead of this?
You know, Renee, that's true.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys very, very much. Hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. And like I said, you came in a little late. I apologize. I wish I would be able to stay a little bit longer for people like Holly and a lot of y'all, but just got to be respectful, hang out with Paisley. And I will be thinking of y'all. I hope you guys, if you are going through a little bit of a tough time, I'll pray for you. I want to make sure that everyone feels that, they are listened to and they're loved. And, sometimes things, you go through difficult times, but if you're a strong person and a good person, trust me, you will be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes it seems bleak, but things will get better. A lot of us go through the tough times and the bad times. We go through the depression, the anxiety. But if you end up going to a place where you feel comfortable and you able to air out some things and being able to be around supportive people, you'd be surprised on just a little bit of a mental health boost, what, things can happen. So, but I love and appreciate you guys very much. I'm just happy that you were in the room and excited for you and your opportunity for this weekend. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Bucks, Lakers, Giannis, LeBron. Love you guys, and I'm out. Gang.